of you to a space which celebrates intelligence, which celebrates brilliance, which celebrates the art of quizzing. Welcome once again to Mettle Meet 2025. If you are ready, can I have a round of applause, everybody? See, with so much of energy, I highly doubt you can match up to our Quizmaster's energy. Can I have a little more? It's a senior edition. Let's have a senior clap, guys. That's more like it. So our audiences, you are more than welcome to join us on this ride. And to those of you who are live with us, you can also join in with your answers in the comments. Well, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, Mettle Meet started as an initiative to revive the art of quizzing in the state of Orissa way back in 2016. With merely 18 teams, we have come a long way, where in the year 2025, we had close to 90 participating institutions. Due to some logistical issues, we could not accommodate all of you who are watching us live, but we are working towards making this platform even bigger, even more inclusive in the coming times. Well, today, Mettle Meet is the coveted title with which every quizzer across the length and breadth of our nation dreams to be at. So, our finalists today are definitely the lucky ones and the chosen ones who are going to battle it out, give a very, very tough competition to their contenders to become the champion of Mettle Meet 2025. Interestingly, yesterday we had 45 participating teams. And in the finals, out of them, after lot of exercise, which initially was difficult for them and to the later part was not very easy on our Quizmaster to decide who are the teams who will be going to the finals. But we have our 8 finalists who will be joining us here on stage. But before that, to commence the final edition, senior edition of Mettle Meet 2025, I begin by heartily thanking our editor, sir, and our CEO, madam, for creating such a space, such a platform to not just to revive the art of quizzing, but make it more approachable, make it more fun, make it more relatable. I sincerely thank our editor, sir, Shri Tathagat Satpathy, and our CEO, Madam Madhyasha Satpathy, for creating this platform altogether, along with the entire team of Dharitri and Orissa Post. Of course, I cannot take a step forward without mentioning the names of our sponsors and partners who have joined hands with us in this 2025 edition to make this stage so huge. To our sponsors, Indian Oil Corporation Limited, IOCL, Vedanta Limited, Jindal Steel, Culture Department, MCL, Empryo MG, AMNS India, OCAC, MGM Minerals, JSW Steel, Nalco, Paradeep Phosphates, Dion Group, IMFA, SIP Academy Private Limited, Newton Higher Secondary School of Science, and SBI. Our partners for this edition, Wi-Fi Internet, Ajanta Advertisers, Samajwadi Society, and Dharitri Oriya Daily. A round of applause for our sponsors and partners, please. Thank you very much. Together, we plan to go a very, very long way ahead. All right, with that, I'm now going to invite on stage for the guidance, wishes, luck, and all of that, I'm sure. All of you are waiting to have a one-on-one with him, because also, there to his credit, he's also the first member of parliament of India who went with a Ask Me Anything on Reddit and was widely appreciated for the candidness he had in his answers. A seasoned politician who very much voluntarily took a retirement from politics. Also a person who has created a revolution in the field of journalism in our state, who wields a pen like the way he uses it as a method to not just reach to the brains of his readers, but also to the hearts of his readers. Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, please put your hands together as I invite on stage to address us in this beginning our esteemed editor, sir of Orissa Post and Dharitri, Shri Tathagat Satpathy. A very good evening, sir. Welcome back. Your thoughts on what we expect?
Thank you, Mansi ma'am. Thank you, all of you who are here this evening for the finals of the senior group to be hosted by our excellent quizmaster, Mr. Ajay Punia. I thank all our sponsors, all those who have stood by us through the years. Never mind that the amounts have shrunk to minuscule. Never mind that. And let's not talk about that because it's all never mind amount. I also wish to thank the brain behind Mettle Meet. This is the 9th edition. The brain, the driving spirit, and the fever that catches the Odisha Post and Dharitri organization for 3 to 4 long months. And that is an infection that she injects into the organization. I wish to thank Mrs. Adyasha Satpathy for her dedication to details. Like, I don't normally see that elsewhere. Even in this program, you would have noticed if something is to start at 6, it better start at 5:59. Otherwise, somebody is going to be the prey, P-R-E-Y, after the program ends. So I thank the driving spirit, and I wish to thank the young people behind OP Live, Odisha Post Live. I wish to thank the Odisha Post team, the whole team that has worked diligently. I wish to thank the Dharitri team, which has always stood by as the elder brother and has helped, elder sister. You can, because the earth is supposed to be feminine. It is Mother Earth, so elder sister. Plus, I think in today's world, it is better to be gender neutral. I was one of those MPs who spoke about gender neutrality in Indian laws. And people at that time thought, what nonsense am I talking? But now you will see many write-up and many seminars and symposiums on gender neutrality in laws. So now people are also getting around to that. So the team in Dharitri and also the marketing team of Dharitri and Odisha Post, which has done commendable work behind making Mettle Meet a great success in the past so many years and in this year also. I wish to thank all of them. And finally, but at the pinnacle, I wish to thank the institutions from Odisha and now this year for the first time from outside, from Eastern India, who have, how should I say it, who have acknowledged the great heights that Mettle Meet has reached. So in a way, they have acknowledged that what Odisha Post does today, what Dharitri writes or thinks today, is accepted in the greater interest across the country, I would say, a few months or a few years later. So this is not just a pat on my own back, it's a pat on the back of the whole team, which has been working so hard to make each of our events a great success, whether it be Mettle Meet, which is the Kohinoor of the Crown, and the Crown being the youth conclave on environment, where Dharitri's work on environment is now getting noticed nationally and even internationally, I would say. So these programs are intended to nurture, to foster growth of the youth of the state, of Eastern India and of India. So if these bright faces sitting in front of me, once we will finally relinquish our grabbiness, our desire to hold on to the last vestiges of power and hand it over to them, I think the country and the people of this country will have a much better future. Thank you all once again, and I wish may the best win. But those who step down from the podium, they start preparation for Mettle Meet 2026 from that very instant. So success will be hounding them for the rest of their lives. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your wonderful words. And now, sir did mention bright faces in the audience. Yes, indeed, all of you have bright faces, but less smiling faces. I just see one smiling face as my audience. Why, everybody. I know the pressure is too much to become the champions, but let's not get too much of stressed and let's have fun. Let's enjoy the entire journey that we are going to embark upon once our Quizmaster takes over. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, it's time to invite yet another personality who has been a beacon of inspiration, a complete driving force behind not only Mettle Meet, but a complete Odisha Post family and Dharitri family for sure. Well, in the era where all of us kind of think that the real journalism is a fleeting dream, a distant dream, she is fighting and standing tall to keep it as real, as pure as possible. And that is why she has been celebrated, awarded, and felicitated at various national and international platforms. Along with that, not just to make journalism more approachable, more pure, she also holds something very close to her heart, which is going to reap benefits in the coming times, and that's our climate. Sir already spoke about Dharitri Youth Conclave, where various environmentalists, youth, all of them come together to create a roadmap for the coming times. But also, there is something called Dharitri Climate Fund. To all our guests who are first-timers joining us here from outside Orissa, do go and check out where she and the Orissa Post and Dharitri family, they make sure to reach out to everybody at grassroots level so that they also jump onto the wagon of creating a sustainable planet Earth for us. So a lot of awards to her kitty, but definitely some special ones which we as Odiyas also take pride in. She was in the top 30 women in India by Outlook's magazines, Women Architect of New India 2024 for her contribution to publishing and also climate action. She was recently awarded with Femina Achievers Awards 2025 Orissa for excellence in publishing. So I will not go on because I can just go on and give you with a round of applause. Let's welcome our esteemed CEO, Madam of Orissa Post and Dharitri, Madam Adyasha Satpathy. Welcome back, Madam. Over to you.
Thank you, Mansi. A very, very good evening to everyone present here. The students, we've seen a great round of quizzing in the junior edition of Mettle Meet. Thanks to Ajay Punia ji, our brilliant quizmaster, keeping us all on our toes, guessing, but never getting it right, at least for us. And the fantastic quizzing spirit, very much alive and thriving here in this very room in Orissa, in Bhubaneswar. Like I said before, you guys must be already familiar with why we started Mettle Meet in 2016 to revive the art of quizzing. We realized that with many other events which focus more on entertainment, we thought the spirit of quizzing really needs a shot in the arm, and Mettle Meet came up with an idea to bring up quizzers, kids who think, kids who are bright. They needed a platform to express themselves. Mettle Meet started with a humble 18 teams, and every year it's been growing. This year we are more than 80 teams participating, and not just that, we have constantly been inundated with requests to send invitations to teams in Orissa, and Indian top quizzing teams. Because of logistical reasons, we are unable to send invites to everyone. So, of course, the lucky teams yesterday at the prelims and the luckier ones and brainier ones with metal in their minds and hearts are the ones who are present here today, who made it through to the finals. You are the lucky ones and we welcome you here. I would also like to thank the sponsors, our partners, teams in Dharitri, Orissa Post who have worked so hard to make this happen. Editor Sri Tathagat Satpati who has always been guiding us throughout and keeping again us on our toes that everything should be perfect. And of course, I welcome you all back to the senior edition of Mettle Meet 2025. Like editor said before, the teams who make it to the top 3, I mean, great, congratulations already in advance. And the teams who don't, please do not be dejected. This is just going to be a starting point because from tomorrow, Mettle Meet 2026 preparations can start. And I really hope you enjoy the spirit of quizzing. You go back with some fun memories and also, I mean, have a good time quizzing. That is the whole point of Mettle Meet. Welcome back and thank you all so much. Thank you, Mansi.
Thank you very much, madam, for your wishes. And now it's time. I don't think I need to tell you. I mean, if you guys are following Mettle Meet 2025 very closely, so you do know who all are our top 8 finalists. But I'm going to follow the protocol and just going to say the names. And those of you who have joined us today in our live audience, probably who are watching us live, you can clap for them from there. All of you, please join me as I congratulate our 8 finalist teams. Well, let me also tell you this year's Mettle Meet Senior Edition 2025 is going to be extremely, a little more special than the last year because in the list of finalists are our 2 times and the current defending champions. Probably if they become a champion this year, they're going to have a hat trick. But let's see, fingers crossed. Our finalist, AIIMS Bhubaneswar, IIM Calcutta, IIT Kharagpur, KIIT University Bhubaneswar, NISER Bhubaneswar, XLRI Jamshedpur, National Law University Cuttack, and Vimsar Burla. All the very best to our 8 finalists. May the best team win, or probably, let's see whose day it is. And now, to take us closer to finding out our next champion of Mettle Meet Senior Edition 2025, I'm going to invite our quiz master. I'm sure I do not really need to introduce him. But all I can say is his questions is giving ChatGPT a difficult time. Even AI is taking a couple of seconds to find the answer. So you guys are amazing for getting the answer so quickly. Congratulations on that. A TV host, an author, and the co-founder of Evolving Edutainment Private Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, someone who is not just going to make it challenging, but also equally engaging and fun for all of you. Please put your hands together and welcome our quiz master, Mr. Ajay Punya. Welcome back, Mr. Punya. I believe this year it was little more difficult because we opened our doors to teams from outside the geographies of our state. How was the prelims for you?
I think that's a question that's better answered by teams who participated. How was the prelims really for them? For me, whether we had teams from only Odisha participating or we opened the doors to teams from outside Odisha, for me, it's always about creating a new experience, introducing a new challenge, a new manner of quizzing. And for those of you who were, been participants in previous editions of the quiz, you hold no distinct advantage over anybody else who's never participated before, because for everyone, it's a completely new experience, including me, right? So for me, it was a wonderful experience to see the quality of the teams, the pedigree of the teams that participated, and I look forward to see the kind of competition that it will be a heady mix of teams from Odisha and outside Odisha. 3 of the teams from outside have qualified. And so we see what the result will be in a couple of hours from now.
Thank you very much. Let human intelligence take over artificial intelligence. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, Mansi, for that welcome. All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the college category final. We've seen the school category final. Perhaps the seniors could learn a trick or two from the juniors and implement it when it's their turn to come up on stage and wow us with their level of familiarity with each of these challenges that I will, in the form of questions that I will be presenting to them. To those of you joining us on various digital platforms live, welcome. Thank you to all of you for deciding to spend your Sunday evening with us, to everybody here in the auditorium as well. And I hope to give all of you a wonderful time, a memory that stays beyond, long after we've forgotten everything that is worth remembering about this quiz. One thing that we should hopefully as a takeaway remember for a long time to come, whether we remember the questions, whether we remember the answers that these teams will give, is ki maza aaya. Right, that's all. Simple as that. Hopefully fun will come. Hopefully maza aayega. That is the intention. That is the plan. And part of the burden of that responsibility, apart from me with all the questions and all the conversations that we'll have with these teams, is the kind of answers that you can look forward to coming from the teams on stage and of course from the members of the audience. Remember, there are prizes for the audience if you happen to give right answers, and if you happen to give funny answers, there are 2 prizes for you. Okay, so keep that in mind when you give an answer. All right, so we'll get underway with inviting the teams on stage, calling you one by one. These are teams that are qualified from the preliminary round that took place yesterday. We selected 8 out of the 45 plus teams that participated. They gave their best. As a result, they're here today, but that was yesterday. Today is another day, another competition, and we'll see how it pans out for them as well as for us. So let's start. Calling upon the first team on stage, seated on table 1. Before I call you on stage, a quick reminder to all the teams that are about to come up. Please don't carry any smart devices with you. If you have any, please put them in your bags. Don't wear watches, don't wear rings. The only thing that you're allowed to wear is the love of your sisters from yesterday. That's all. All right, please don't wear anything. Come hands free and leave with a few points and perhaps the trophies and the prizes that come with those points. Coming up first on stage on table 1, going to be the team from NLU Kadak, Aniket, Kalyani, Gyaneshwar and Kaustubh. Welcome team NLU Kadak. Moving on to the next team. Is the team seated on table 2. That's going to be the team from IIM Calcutta, Arya, Kirti, Komal and Siddharshan. You could perhaps try come from that side, and yeah, there's enough space that side. Okay. Welcome team IIM Calcutta. Obviously making their debut in this quiz. Moving on to the next team. On table 3 is XLRI Jamshedpur, Samir, Aniket, Vishrut and Srishti. Still deciding on their superstitious order of seating. Welcome team XLRI. XLRI, I'll have to request you to hand me the watch. We'll return. It's fine. It's okay. You have to go somewhere? Hopefully that's after the quiz. Okay? All right. Moving on to the next team coming up on stage next, seated on table 4, is going to be Vimsar from Burla Sambalpur, Akanksha, Ritvik, Deepthi and Animesh. On table 4. Right, welcome team Vimsar Burla. Second in 2023, back on stage this time. So that's the teams from on this side of the stage, occupying the other side of the stage. Seated on table 5 is going to be the team from Nisar, Bhubaneswar, Rapmit, Sanjay, Om Prakash and Niranjan. Welcome team Nisar. Didn't plan the seating order well, did you? All right, finally. Okay, moving on to the next one. On table 6 is going to be the team from KIT University, Bhubaneswar, Anurag, Pratik, Ashish and Adnan. On table 6, KIT University with an illustrious history in this quiz, second in 2016, third in 2017, second again in 2018, and since then, a dry spell. KIT, hopefully that'll change. Yeah, done? All right. That's Team KIT for you. And our penultimate team at team 7 is going to be the team from AIMS, Bhubaneswar, Bignesh, Fad, Pritiman and Adarsh. Another one of the teams with a fair bit of history in this quiz, second in 2017, third in 2019, and some forgettable results in 2023 and 2024. Forgettable not for them, but for perhaps others, as these AIMS Bhubaneswar happens to be two-time defending champions in an attempt to win it for the third year in a row. And finally, completing the lineup on table 8, going to be the team from IIT Kharagpur, Pranjal, Prakhar, Baneshwar and Pranavi. All right, so these are the 8 teams that are contesting for the final. Congratulations. Let's give each one of them a big round of applause. All these 8 teams, 3 from, not from Odisha, 5 from Odisha. So it's an interesting, heady mix of competition. We'll see who wins the senior category. Right, but before that, let's have a quick little round of introduction. May I request one member from each team to please take the mic and introduce all the members in the team. Any special message which will help us capture that exciting, interesting footage that we like to for all our social media as well. Let me give you some prompts. You know, what should others watch out for? That could be one. What is your level of preparation has been? That could be two. Another prompt could be, what is your strategy for this quiz? That's third. And the final one, you can surprise me with that one if you have anything else in mind. Let's start with team one. Also, after you're done with the introduction, I'll request you to please press the buzzer as well. So we'll test the buzzers out also. Let's start. Team one.
Good evening, everyone. We are from National Law University, Odisha, Cuttack. My name is Kalyani. This is Jnaneshwar, Aniket, and Costa.
Homework not over.
This is our third time qualifying for the finals, for the three of us, actually. This is his first time here. So we made it to the finals last two times. We are hoping to better our results, probably. Yeah.
Probably. Okay, we'll see. Let's have you pressing the buzzer. Welcome, team NLU from Cuttack. Moving across, team two.
Hello everyone, we're from the Indian Institute of Management, Calcutta. This is Komal, I'm Arya, this is Kumar Kirti, and that's Shiva Darshan. We're all avid quizzers, we're happy to be here. It's our first time here, and our strategy is to take it one question at a time. That's it. Simple.
One question at a time. Yeah. Okay, please welcome team IIM Calcutta. Then across, they did. Then across to team three.
Hello everyone, my name is Ramasamir. I and my friends are from XLRI Jamshedpur. This is Aniket, Srishti and Vishrut, and we are very happy to be here, and we'll see how it goes.
No. Cancel. We'll do this again.
Yeah. We came here from a long distance, so we just want to have a lot of fun in the...
No, yeah. Please take the mic.
We are here to win.
Good, that helps. All right, please welcome team XLRI Jamshedpur. Also, please press the buzzer. And Ankit, I have your watch. Take it from me later. Else I'll take it with me. It's on you now, not on me. Okay, moving on. Team 4.
Hi, we are from Bhimsar Burla. And on my left is Ritvik. I'm Animesh. This is Akanksha Didi. And this is Deepti. And we are obviously here to win. But along with it, we'll try to soak in each and every moment this competition gives us. So... we are very anxious and looking forward to what happens today.
All right. Please welcome Team Vimsar. Thank you. Going to the other side now, to Team 5.
Hi, we are from Naisar, Bhubaneswar. Myself, Niranjan. This is Ravmit. This is Om Prakash. This is Sanjay. We have been coming here this is our third year, so third time's the charm, they say. Let's see how it goes.
Third time's the charm, they say. You pronounce it as nicer, not nicer. Nicer. Okay. Yeah, that's a much nicer pronunciation than nicer. Tum doge to I'll take, no marunga main chakka then. All right, well done. That's team 5, nicer Bhubaneswar. To team 6.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Adnan Hassan. This is Anurag Samantarai, that is Ashish, and that is Prateek, and we are representing KT University. The AC might be cold, but the blood in our bodies are hot. And so let's expect a Royal Rumble.
Ye sab chahiye tha. Absolutely. Well done. Team 6, KT University. Please press the buzzer as well. Okay. We'll go to the penultimate team.
Hi, I'm Preeti Man, and with me I have Bignesh, Adarsh Bhai, and Fahad. And we are from the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Bhubaneswar. We'll put in our best again and hope that's good enough.
Hope that's good enough. All right. Please welcome Team AIMS Bhubaneswar. Thank you. And finally to Team 8.
Hello everyone, I am Prakhar. This is Pranavi, Baneshwar and Pranjal, and we are here from IIT Kharagpur. It's our first time here and we're grateful for the invite. As with everyone, we are here to win.
didn't hear nothing. No, so plain, Jane, vanilla. Didn't you hear what Team 6 had to say? Kuch to up it from there. You set a benchmark.
My favorite flavor is vanilla.
Cool, works. All right, please welcome Team IIT Kharagpur. Let's have you pressing the buzzer as well and testing it. Okay. Great. So we are all set. The college teams are all ready, feeling all cozy and warm with all the welcome that we've offered them. It's time to turn up the temperature. Figuratively, not literally, I think it's fine. In terms of the quality of the answers that we're hoping to get from these teams. Can we dim the lights a little? Either side? We'll get to it shortly, I'm sure. And yes, we have. Okay, I think that's fine. That's fine. All right. Let's start with taking a look at what you can expect in this quiz. There are 5 rounds in all. Round 1 is called fifth gear. So we'll start right on fifth gear. Okay, we won't beat around the bush. ऐसे आराम से नहीं करेंगे. Straight up, fifth gear. That's 5 questions. Round 2, quick bounce, 8 questions. Round 3, clash of context, 6 questions. Round 4, double bounce. And round 5, lone wolf. So right at the very start, in the last round, which is lone wolf, it essentially means that you either have an option of playing solo or playing as a team. I know that you sort of struggled a little to get into wherever you are, but I'll have to extract at least one of you from each team. But that's a choice that you'll have to make. You can either play solo or play as a team. We'll get to it later. Queries for later, okay? But I'm just letting you know. So just figure out the angles of your sitting in the last round. Plan already if you want to. But that's at the very end, okay? All right, we'll start with the first round. It's called fifth gear. Here is how it works. There are 6 questions on the buzzer. We'll do a demo question so you'll understand. Each question is in some kind of a sequence with 4 clues. Your job is to answer the 5th in the sequence. Okay, so I'll give you 4. You tell me what comes 5th. Don't tell me what are these types of, what are these things. Don't identify them individually. If you press the buzzer, just tell me what is 5th in the list. Okay? I'll give you 20 seconds. Anybody can buzz. Maximum 3 teams can buzz per clue. But if you've buzzed on, say, the first clue, and if you haven't given me a right answer, we'll move on to obviously somebody else on the buzzer, then somebody else on the buzzer, and I don't have a correct answer from the 3 teams on the first clue that have indicated that they'd like to answer. I move on to the second clue, but these 3 teams cannot buzz again. Okay? Please don't buzz again. You're only allowed to hit the buzzer once per question. You can either hit it on the first clue. So the first clue is essentially, I'll give you first and second in the order. So that is combined first clue, or the let's just call it first clue. So 1.1 and 1.2. Okay, I think that's better. So I'll give you 1.1 and 1.2. Then I move on to the third clue, right? Then some other 3 teams can press the buzzer, right? And then if I don't have an answer correct, out of those 6 teams who have tried in the first and the second, then the final one, which is the 4th clue, that time the remaining 2 teams can perhaps have a go if the question is still alive. There is no negative in the first and the second clue. I'm being kinder to you guys than I was to the juniors. If they hit the buzzer, got it wrong, they got a negative. Right? As the day has progressed, I've become kinder. In the first and second clue, there's no negative. Third clue, there is no negative either. Only on the last clue, there is a +5 and a -5. It's only on the last one. We'll do a demo, you'll understand better. Use the mic. Use the mic. Every time you'd like to talk to me, use the mic.
Okay, so every time you have to answer the 5th in the sequence.
Yes.
So
Do not tell me what are these types of. I'm not interested. Just tell me what is 5th in the list.
So suppose you told 2 things first.
I'll say 1, 2.
Yeah. So let's say I say
You have to answer 5. Don't say these are all numbers. I'm not interested in numbers. I'm interested in 5. We'll do a demo. Then I'll come back if there are still queries. Okay? Audience, demo for you. Okay, you'll understand. So there's 20-second timer with each clue within which you must hit the buzzer. Nobody's on the buzzer, but this is a demo. This is for the audience. So you guys can relax and witness the audience trying it. Oh no, I have the most difficult question for the audience, but we'll see. Okay, audience, anybody interested? So that's first in the order. This is second. The second image is second in the order. Tell me what is fifth in the order. Don't tell me what are these types of, or don't identify them individually. You can do all that after I've had a correct answer. 20 seconds up. Nobody in the audience has raised their hand. So audience, you're not getting a prize right now. We'll move on to the second clue. Yes, sir. Tell me what is fifth in whatever sequence we're following. Don't identify them individually. I'm sure you can identify them individually, but that's not what I need. No, nothing? All right. Nothing? Okay, we'll move on to the final clue. Now for +5, -5. Anybody? Yeah, yes, ma'am. Adesha, ma'am, please. There's a mic coming your way. Somebody's on stage trying? Fine. After Adesha, ma'am, we'll come to you.
Firefly.
No, not
Because
that.
of that bulb.
Who's trying? Okay, fine. IIT Kharagpur.
We'll say fly because those
You'll
are...
say?
Oh, fly is the first one. Sorry, my bad. Heavy.
Heavy. All right, that's incorrect. IIT Kharagpur, -5. Let's demo, but not really. Anybody on stage? Somebody else want to hit the buzzer? This side. Sure. You had the same answer, so you also get a -5, okay? Ames. Your answer is?
Welter.
Would you like to explain?
Flyweight, bantamweight, featherweight, lightweight, welter.
So, flyweight, bantamweight, featherweight, lightweight, what follows is welter. Okay, sorry audience, thoda difficult ho gaya, nahi? Sorry. make it up to you. Okay, so if this was an actual question, that's a -5 to these guys. There's a -5 to you guys and a +5 to the two-time defending champion. If it were an actual question, but it wasn't. So good on the remaining 7 teams. Understood? Is your query still there or has been addressed? Done? Okay, so we'll start first. So when I say first clue, just assume I mean first and second in the order. When I say second clue, I mean third in the order. When I say third clue, I mean fourth in the order. So you have to tell me what's fifth. After your correct answer, then you can go about, telling me the description and why you said, what do you see and all that. First thing that you say after hitting the buzzer should be the fifth in the order. Also, if you've, like I said, across the 3 clues, you can hit the buzzer only once in a question. If you've tried, you hadn't got it, please do not press the buzzer again. We'll reset the buzzers. Please do not press the buzzer again. If you do that, I will not allow you to answer any of the remaining questions in this round. And if you do that on the last question, then no questions allowed to be answered in the next round. Okay, please. All right, let's start. Here's the first question for the senior category final. Coming up on your screen, the first couple of items that you can see. Tell me the fifth in the sequence. Right, COVID variant B1.1.7 and how much a stock's return differs from the market's return. That's the first one. Second in the order is whatever you saw in the video. Team IIM Calcutta has shown interest already, followed by AIIMS Bhubaneswar. I don't think anybody else is interested yet. Okay, IIM Calcutta, let's have your answer. Okay, yeah, XLRI. You're third in the list. Yes, IIM Calcutta, let's have the fifth in the list.
Epsilon.
Why?
Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon.
Let's take a look. What do we have? What is this?
Alpha, I don't know about the second one, but that's gamma Pahalwan.
And what is this?
Delta, a river delta.
Which river delta?
It's the Mahanadi River Delta.
Is absolutely perfect. Indeed. That is exactly what I was looking for. The alpha variant, beta or beta, the film, Gamma Pehelwan, Delta, the Mahanadi Delta. So that's 15 points to begin with to IIM Calcutta Team 2. Well done. Right, we'll move on to question number 2 now. So I think everybody's now figured out, right? So sab samajh mein aa gaya. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 only. All right, here's question number 2, the first couple of clues. All right. The fact that you see somebody familiar on screen is purely coincidental. On the buzzer is Team Ames Bhubaneswar. Team Ames Bhubaneswar, not IIT Kharagpur. Hold on. You're second on the order. Yes.
10.
Why?
Ace, King, Queen, Jack, 10.
What is the first clue here?
Tata Ace.
Tata Ace. And what's that text? Okay. We'll move on. What was the audio?
This is King's. Tu aake dekh le.
The audio was?
King. The singer.
King. Okay. And what's the visual?
I don't know.
Say something. Say something nice. Hopefully that will get you a few points.
King next to an.
Say that again.
King next to a.
King next to a. All right. That, all right. I'll tell you how the visual fits in. That was TVS King. I don't know what you were focusing on, but that was a TVS King. On a casual evening walk, I realized that, there is a question for the taking. Like, oh, there's an auto. It says TVS King. Right. That's how my brain works. Okay, so it is indeed 10. So that was Tata Ace. That was a dialogue from the film Ace Ventura. That got you Ace, TVS King, and King the singer, Queen the film, Queen the scooter, and Jack is obviously something that you know. So that's Team 7 got it right on the very first one, which means you get 15 points. So a couple of teams have opened their account. That's IIM Calcutta and Ames Bhubaneswar. And a round of applause, please. Okay, let's move on. Here is question number 3, the first couple of clues coming up. Somebody is trying. That is Team IIT Kharagpur first, Team Ames second, and Team KIIT third. In the order, Team IIT Kharagpur. What's fifth in the list? Okay, can't take so much time. You're on the buzzer. Give me an answer. There's no negative. But give me what's fifth in the list.
Yellow. Yellow.
Say that again.
Yellow.
Why?
Rainbow colors.
Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow.
Here we go. Oh, baby. One for the money and the free rise. It's 2 for the line that you midnight. All rise. All rise. 3 for the calls you've been making. It's 4 all the times you've been faking. All rise. I'm gonna tell it to you. All rise. I rest my case.
Right. So, would you like to kind of explain what is happening here a little bit? Tell me everything that you know.
So that's the card is indigo. I think that's mood indigo as well. Interglobe Aviation is Indigo Airlines. That's Violet. That one of those two women is Violet.
Okay.
And that's Margaret Alva's mother, I guess. Violet Alva. I don't know.
No. So that is Margaret, the lady in yellow is Margaret Alva's granddaughter.
Okay.
So then who's the other lady? Obviously, then the daughter is Violet.
Violet, yes.
Yeah, but who's the mother? That I gave for like context. That's Anuja Chauhan of the Zoya Factor, her daughter.
Okay.
Nayantara Atal, Violet. That's Violet Alva. Tata Indigo Interglobe Aviation runs its business as Indigo Airlines. That is, some of you might know and would have participated in a festival called Mood Indigo at IIT Bombay. That was blue, the band. That is pretty evident what that is. That's a green card. And that gets you yellow. That is correct, team IIT Kharagpur on the scoreboard as well with 15. Right, so 3 teams on 15 points already. Let's reset. Okay, here is question number 4. There are 6 in all. Here's question number 4, so halfway done. 3 different teams have opened their account. Here comes the first couple of them. Somebody's gone for it. It's Nicer who's gone for it first. KIT follows them. Give me an answer. Nicer. 3, 2, 1. No answer.
British origin.
All right. But there's no negative, so it's fine. Goes to KIT University.
Aircel.
All right. Anybody else? Yes. Team NLU.
Is it like logos with the number of circles increasing?
I don't know all that.
So
Give me what is 5.
Fifth one might be Olympics logo.
All right. Why?
Because in Vodafone there is 1 circle. In MasterCard there are 2 circles.
What is 3 circles?
Fourth is Audi.
Fourth should be Audi.
What is third? Audience, what will be third? Think of something. Let's see if you think alike. You would have traveled in it. Let me give a clue. You would have traveled in it. Yes, Bhushan. The elevators, the Audi, and you get to Olympics. Absolutely, the 5 rings. I mean, so if you would have given me something else which had 5, I might have to Google it and verify. But it works, yeah. All right, so that's 15 points to team 1 as well. Very interestingly, 4 questions answered by 4 different teams. All right, unfortunately here, Nicer and KIT University couldn't get it right, but no negatives. I said I've come in a nicer mood after having my evening coffee after the junior finals. Okay, here is question number 5, the penultimate one. Coming up now. First and second, there are variations of this answer. I will accept the variations. Okay? Who's answering? KIT University.
So, we'll say this is Chhat Puja and animals are being worshipped. That is why.
I don't know all that. Give me your answer.
Festivals of Bihar.
All right. No. Who's second in the order? You are second in the order. NLU.
Navami.
Say that again.
Navami.
Why?
Nag Panchami, Shashti. So there'll be Saptami, Ashtami, Navami.
Right. So Nag Panchami, Chhat Puja, Saptrishi or Ashtmangal. Right. And you said Navmi. I would have, like I said, I would have accepted a few variations. But there was one variation I wouldn't have accepted. I would have accepted Navi Mumbai. Whoa, that doesn't fit this logic, right? So you said Navmi, that's good enough. That's 15 points, back-to-back 15ers to NLU. And you move into the lead with a score of 30. We move on to the last question now. KIT, that was the second chance you had. No descriptions, just the last one in the list. Okay, yeah. So now that we're ending this round, now here I'm looking for the 6th in the list. Not 5th in the list. But in the first clue, I'll give you the 3. So you have 3 in the first clue itself. Okay? Give me 6th in the list. No descriptions, no types, no nothing. Just give me 6th in the list. Whatever is 6th in the list. Here it comes. Somebody's gone for it. Ames Bhubaneswar. Quick, give me an answer.
Konark Temple.
Why?
rupee notes in the increasing order of values, the things depicted on
So what's the first one?
Red Fort, Sanchi Stupa.
So where do you see that? Where do you see the Red Fort in?
10. One.
Did you say Delhi?
No, 10 rupee note.
Okay. What's the second one?
Sanchi Stupa.
And where?
20 rupee note.
20. Okay. The third one?
50.
50. And what's that?
Rani Ki Vav.
All right. What about this one?
Hampi.
Where do you see it?
100.
सब गलत चल रहा है यहाँ पर. Okay. What's this one?
Kailasha Temple. Hello.
And you see it in?
200 probably.
Okay. This is a generation ruined by UPI. Red Fort, Sanchi Stupa, Rani Ki Vav, Hampi, Ellora. Do you see how you got it completely reverse? All right. In a 10 rupee note, you see Konark, and you answered in reverse. But all I was concerned was with the 6th in the list, thanks to RBI, I didn't give you the 7th gear because Mangalyaan isn't there anymore. Okay, so I started with Red Fort. Okay, so that is correct. That's very well done. 2 teams, Bhubaneswar, for getting it right. And as a result of which you get 15 points as well. That was very interesting. All questions were answered right on the very first clue. These are the scores at this point. It's Team Ames, Bhubaneswar and NLU Kadak. Both of you leading with a score of 30 points apiece. Please give them a round of applause. Team IIM Calcutta, who gave the very first answer, and Team IIT Kharagpur, both of you on 15 points apiece. XLRI, Vimsar, still to open their account. Nicer and KIIT, both of you had opportunities to score a few points. You put yourselves in a position and then you spill the catches. Okay, long way to go. We'll move on. Here's round number 2. Quick bounce. 8 questions, all will be on the buzzer. But first, they will be direct and pass. 3 buzzers per question, but first attempt will come from the direct team. Questions will pass from team 1 to team 8. So the direct team does not need to panic or feel stressed. It's your direct first. Only if you're not able to answer, whoever else is on the buzzer, the question goes to them for +10 and a -5. If, however, nobody presses the buzzer, the question will follow its usual course of direct and pass. Alternatively, if the 3 teams that press the buzzer give me a wrong answer, then I will take the question to each one of them one by one. This time, sorry, I'm not feeling as kind because you got every answer in the very first clue on the last one. So I'll give you -5 if you're wrong. All 3 of you if the question goes to all 3 of you on the buzzer. But on the direct and pass, there is no negative, right? Let me give you an example. So team 1, you'll get the first question. Obviously, don't press the buzzer. And let's say teams 5 and 6 and 7 have pressed the buzzer in that order. Team 1, you don't give me a right answer. Question skips team 2, 3, 4 because they've pressed the buzzer. So second attempt, team 5, don't get it right, -5. Team 6, don't get it right, -5. Team 7, don't get it right, -5. Question then starts passing from team 2 onwards, right? Because they were the rightful second order, you know, like that. So from you guys, the question passes team 2, 3, 4, skips 5, 6, 7 because you've tried, goes to team 8. It says +1 for every pass. So in this example, let's say whatever I said, team 2 actually gives me the right answer. So you will get 10, +1, +1, +1, +1. So all the teams that the question has passed on the buzzer over also, you'll get a 1-pointer premium over them as well because they missed out on an opportunity. All questions on the buzzer except the direct team. Others don't have to press the buzzer. First attempt by the direct team. Got it? Okay. And let's say question of team 1 has been, team 1 doesn't answer and has been answered by team 5 on the buzzer. The next question will be a direct to team 2 because it was stolen on the buzzer. So which means it won't be a direct for team 6. It will be a direct for team 2 because it was originally supposed to be team 1's question. So only on the steal will we follow the usual traditional direct question to each team format. Otherwise, if it has been answered on the pass, in whatever example I gave, team 1 doesn't answer, 5, 6, 7 don't answer, team 2 answers, then in that case, the next question is a direct for team 3. then it bounces. Clear? All right. नहीं समझ में आया कोई बात नहीं, सवाल आएंगे, जवाब 2 points मिलेंगे, मिलेंगे नहीं मिलेंगे तो कोई बात नहीं, माइनस हो जाएगा और क्या होगा. ठीक है? चलो, start. NLU, don't press the buzzer. Other teams, you're on the buzzer. There are 3 buzzers per question only. If a team has started giving an answer, I will not consider any buzzer after that. So the time that other teams have on the buzzer is as much time as the direct team is taking. Here's your question, team 1, others on the buzzer. So I need the phrase. I've given you the and in the middle, but I need the full phrase. It's a 3-word phrase. I'm looking for the origin of a certain phrase called X and Y. That's the phrase. Meaning, in general, that's what it means, or on the whole. It has its origins in 17th century nautical terminology, where it described a ship's ability to sail effectively in various wind conditions. X, the wind, meant sailing close to the direction of the wind as possible, and Y referred to sailing with the wind blowing from behind the widest part of the ship. Please tell me the 3-word phrase. I've given you the middle word. Just tell me X and Y, 1 words each. On the buzzer is AIMS Bhubaneswar, followed by XLRI, followed by Nicer. That's it, I'm Calcutta. Your turn to hit the buzzer is done. 3 teams have pressed the buzzer, so you don't have to press the buzzer anymore. It's not your question. It'll come to you now 5th. It'll pass around a few teams, if at all. NLU goes first. What's the phrase? X and Y. Has nautical origins.
Cut and dry.
Say that again.
Cut and dry.
Cut and dry. Cut the wind. Okay, and dry refer to sailing with the wind. No, that's incorrect. Goes to AIMS Bhubaneswar.
By and large.
By and large, on the whole, in general, is correct. That's the answer. It is by and large. By the wind, and large refer to the wider part of the ship. That's very good answer. Team AIMS Bhubaneswar gets you a +10. Team 7. Okay. Sorry, I missed saying this earlier, but if, let's say, AIMS Bhubaneswar wouldn't have gotten this answer, and next up was who? Next up was you guys, and if it would have gone to you, you're answering for +10. Okay, you're not answering for 11 and then 12. Okay, on the buzzer is +10 -5. If you don't want to, if you want the premiums, then you don't press the buzzer. But then the trade-off is that you may not get a chance at the question. All right, let's move on. Next question. On a steal by Team 7, which means a direct to IIM Calcutta. Team 2, other teams, you're on the buzzer. Here's your question. What are these different types of? Madisaru, Tamil Nadu, Nevian Kapulu, Andhra Pradesh, Kurgi and Halaki, Vokaliga. I would have really got the pronunciation wrong for everything, so please excuse me, everybody who's watching this. I'm from Hindi heartland, unfortunately. So that's from Karnataka, Navari is Maharashtra, Mundum, Neriyatum is Kerala, Atpure from West Bengal. I'm Calcutta, you coming from there. Kunbi and Dhangad from Goa, Gochikatu from Telangana. On the buzzer first is NLU, but they'll wait. Team 2.
There's types of saris.
These are types of saris?
Style, sari style. Like
Sari size?
Style of
Style of saris. Okay, fine, I'll give that to you. That's okay. Okay, essentially it's draping styles, right? So it's fine, I'll give that to you. These are various sari draping styles. Well done, team IIM Calcutta, getting it right as a direct. So that gets you 10 points. We'll reset the buzzer and give a round of applause to Team 2. Next question, Team 3, XLRI. This is going to be your direct. Other teams, you are on the buzzer. Here is your question. There's a video here, but feel free to read the question and hit the buzzer. The NYPD's new parking enforcement device clamps onto a vehicle's windshield for unpaid tickets. This immobilizer is named after what sessile crustacean, a name you would have seen articulated alliteratively by a creative cursor. Watch the video.
Because our current booting system, it's only about 20 to 30 seconds to deploy, opposed to 2 to 3 minutes where the agent has to kneel down street side. So not only is it safer and faster, the technology it has, it makes it more efficient. We get real-time GPS location, so if someone tries to drive off with it, we get notifications. And if anyone's trying to tamper with it, we also get live notifications.
That's right. An alarm sounds if someone tries to scrape off this.
All right, Team XLRI, AIMS is interested, IIM Calcutta is interested, IIT Kharagpur is interested, but their interest will wait a while. A name you would have seen articulated alliteratively by a creative cursor. What does that mean? Figure it out.
Octopus.
But there are multiple ways to arrive at the answer. Yes, your answer is?
Octopus.
Octopus. That's incorrect. Goes to AIMS Bhubaneswar.
Barnacles.
Why?
Billions of blue blistering barnacles.
By?
Adam.
Who says all that?
Captain Adam.
Is correct. That is the answer indeed. Barnacle. By Haddock, as he generally tends to say, billions of blue blistering barnacles. Now it makes sense. Articulated alliteratively by a creative cursor. Yes? Okay. 10 points. AIMS Bhubaneswar. Very good. Team 7. Well done. Already in the lead, but 20 points for now. Next question will be a direct to Team Vimsar. Vimsar, your question. Other teams, you're on the buzzer. In the early 80s, GUI, graphical user interface, became the USP of personal computers, and so the tech giants of the time would copy each other's best icons until Apple felt the similarity between Macs and Microsoft and HP interfaces was a little too much. So they went to court. Ruling out copyright protection for a concept, the court said Apple cannot get patent-like protection for the idea of a graphical user interface or the idea of a desktop metaphor. However, the court upheld the copyright claim for only one GUI feature present in Apple's OS. What was that one? The court said nothing else but one. Which one? Okay, on the buzzer is XLRI, followed by, you third, second is IIT Kharagpur. Yes.
Traffic light icons.
Which icon?
The traffic light, red, yellow, green icons on the...
Traffic lights icon. All right, that is incorrect. It's not negative on the direct. Question goes to XLRI.
The track aim element for Windows.
Is correct. That's the answer. It is indeed the trash icon. Right, so that has evolved over the years, but that's the only one that they have a copyright on, but not the other icons that are a part of the GUI on Apple devices. So good answer there. Team 3, you open your account with a tenner, XLRI. Next question is now going to be a direct, so all these questions were pounced on immediately on the buzzer, but this time nicer. Your question, here it comes. Other teams on the buzzer. What connects the Heydar Aliyev Community Center in Baku, which you see in the visual? New Development Bank, Google Drive, ACO, NASCAR Hall of Fame, etc. Quite a few others in the list. On the buzzer first is AIMS Bhubaneswar, followed by IIT Kharagpur, followed by IIM Calcutta. What is common? What am I looking for?
The Mobius strip.
Explain.
The shape, basically, the inspiration for the design, for the logos and the architecture.
Is all?
Based on the Mobius strip.
Is correct. Indeed. Nicer. All inspired by the Mobius strip. So, sort of flips on itself. Right? So that's what the designs are. That's the NASCAR Hall of Fame, New Development Bank logo. Google Drive, you're all familiar with. ACO recently changed their logo. So that's 10 points to Nicer. You open your account as well with a tenner. Well done. Next question, direct to KIIT. Team 6, here's your question. Luxembourg from Celtic Lucilem and German Burg and Kuwait, from Arabic kut, are the only two countries that derive their name from a particular kind of a structure. Closer home, in India, a state and one of the two administrative divisions of another state both have their etymology in the Hindi name for the same structure. What structure am I looking for? Once when you give a right answer, you can talk about these states or that administrative division. On the buzzer first is NLU, followed by Calcutta. There is no third buzzer yet. Etymology, Luxembourg, Kuwait, an Indian state, one of two administrative divisions of another state. So two teams have pressed the buzzer yet. There's no third team. Okay, now there is a third team.
So are we talking about the Legislative Assembly?
Is incorrect. Question goes to Calcutta.
It's forts actually.
Whoa. Yeah, sorry. NLU. Sorry. Yes, NLU.
So this is basically house. So your state will be Chhattisgarh and your administrative division will be Chandigarh. So the Gad part comes.
No, so what is your answer? What structure?
Fort.
Your answer is?
Fort, Gad.
And what are the states and the administrative divisions?
Chhattisgarh, Chandigarh.
Chalo, you got the third one wrong, but you got the earlier ones correct. That is correct. It is indeed fort. No, sorry. I stopped you there. Can't accept it. So that is correct. Well done, team NLU. That gets you 10 points. It's not Chandigarh. It's Garhwal. One of two administrative divisions of Uttarakhand, Kumaon and Garhwal. So both are Gads, right? So this is fort or fortresses. Okay, all of these have their origins in fort. That's 10 points to team NLU Kadak. Well done. Which means again another question stolen on the buzzer. Direct question now to team AIMS Bhubaneswar. Here's your question. There's a video that follows, but we'll get to it in a bit. We know Native American ceremony X space Y in reference to an annual January event, XY. There is no space, the two words are together. I've given you a picture for it. The X space Y is a ceremony where Native Americans gather together to pray for healing and make personal sacrifices on behalf of the community. When Canada and US formed governments, they passed laws to suppress indigenous cultures. The X space Y was prohibited until the ban was repealed in 1934. So you can give me X space Y or XY together. Watch the video.
Around his neck, one of the dancers wears a necklace made of elk's teeth. To the rhythm of the drums, the dancers blow their shrill whistles made from the bone of an eagle and decorated with soft eagle feathers. The sound of the whistle imitates the cry of an eagle. To the Indian, the eagle was a symbol of great power and strength.
So that's the ceremony. On the buzzer first is IIM Calcutta, followed by IIT Kharagpur, followed by Nicer. Yes, AIMS Bhubaneswar. You don't have to give me an answer with a space. You can give it together.
Thanksgiving.
Is incorrect. Pass this to IIM Calcutta.
The answer is powwow.
Is incorrect. That's a -5. Question goes to IIT Kharagpur.
Sundance.
Is lovely. That is correct. The Sundance Institute or the Sundance Film Festival. Right. That's a lovely answer. You could see them dancing in the sun. So Sundance. That's a -5 to IIM Calcutta and a +12. No, sorry, on the buzzer. Yes. On the buzzer, that's 10 points to team IIT Kharagpur, team 8. Done? Yes. So that's move up to 25. Team 7 on 50. Team 2 goes 5 behind. They're on 20. All right. IIT Kharagpur, you're direct. Others on the buzzer. Here is your question. The last one for this round. Prized for its meaty texture and umami flavor. This food, which we may have for dinner, I don't know, I haven't seen the menu, we'll find out, is the subject of a long-standing, is it vegetarian debate. The controversy is rooted in the term from ancient texts, Sukar Madhav, which refers to Buddha's last meal and is translated as soft pork, which is either a pork dish or a food that pigs enjoy digging up. Could be either. So depending on whatever source you're referring to. What edible item, sometimes called toadstool? On the buzzer first is nicer, but IIT Kharagpur seem ready with the answer. Okay, fine. Let's have an answer.
We'll say it's mushroom.
Is correct. That's the answer. It is indeed mushroom. Absolutely. Right, so that's a toadstool. That's why toadstool. Well done, Team IIT Kharagpur. That gets you 10 points. And that brings us to the end of the second round as well. Who's leading? Team AIMS Bhubaneswar is currently leading with a score of 50 points. Trailing them, 10 points behind, is NLU with a score of 40. Team IIT with that last answer, they move up to third place with a score of 35. Calcutta losing 5 on the last question. Second last question, they're on 20. Nicer on 10, XLRI on 10, Vimsar and KIIT still to open their account. But opening their account in terms of prizes will be the audience when you give answers to the questions that I will be asking you now. Okay, audience, you've collected a few prizes, try to collect a few more. Okay, let me ask you about the origin of a certain sport. Originating in Scotland and developed by a certain gentleman called William Wilson, which sport or game is played in 4 quarters with 6 players and 1 goalkeeper on each side? Created in Scotland, 6 players, 1 goalkeeper. Yes, sir.
Is it water polo?
Lovely. It is indeed water polo. Absolutely. That is the answer. Very good. Prize coming your way. Here's another question. Built between 1960 to 1970, which capital city, capital of a country, so I'm looking for a capital city, name the city, is known for its planned layout and lush green spaces at the foot of Margalla Hills? Which capital city built between 1960 to 1970? Yes, sir. Take the mic right behind you.
Is it Islamabad?
It is indeed Islamabad. Absolutely. Right. Very good. Well done. There's a prize coming your way as well. All right. So audience's game on point, just like the teams on stage. Here is round number 3 now. So this round is called Clash of Contexts. I will be asking for an answer, but the clues will come from different contexts. Okay, they won't be like linear clues, like you played in the first round, where in a sense everything was somewhat connected in a sense. Here they all come from different sources. I'll have something coming from math, something coming from science. We'll see it in the demo. Now, I'll give you 30 seconds per clue to buzz. Same as what we did in round number 1. If you buzz on the first clue, you can't try again. One buzzer per team per question. It can come at any clue. On the first clue, 20 points if you write. So now, of course, first clue by itself may not be exhaustive. May not be exhaustive. So you can try your luck. So that is why I'm not giving negatives. Okay? You can try your luck. If you write 20, if you're wrong, then koi baat nahi. Wait for the next one. Next question, not the next clue. Second clue, 15. Third clue, 10. Final clue, +5, -5. Okay, we'll do a demo. You'll understand better. Audience, this time, like I said, I messed up the last time. I gave you a difficult one. I'll give you a simple one. All right, I'll raise the bar for these guys on stage. All right, audience, here's the first clue for you. I am the name of a now defunct American car division founded by Ford in 1938. No? Okay. Chalo. With audience, we'll do slightly quicker. Here's the second clue. I'm the only metallic element that is a liquid at standard temperature and pressure. Yes, I think one of the participants from the junior category quiz at the back. Strut your stuff. We'll get a prize. Yes.
Is it Mercury?
It is Mercury. Let's have a prize there for the young boy. And let's have a prize here for sir who gave me a answer whispering. Right, so the third clue, in mythology, I'm the swift messenger of the gods, known for my winged sandals, and the smallest planet of the solar system. Okay? That's how it works. Got it? So you can see business, science, mythology, also science.
Hi.
Okay?
Okay, just one query. So any one of the hints, any one of the answers could be the answer that you're looking for.
Yes.
Fine.
So if, for example, we were on the first clue, I mean, here in this case, it's actually very specific. But had it just been a defunct American car division founded by Ford, I'm sure there are many in that Ford graveyard, right? So then you have to take a shot at it. It's up to you. But there's no negative, okay?
So the answer for each clue is the same, right?
Is the same. All clues will bring you to one direction, one answer, okay? There are how many questions? I forgot. 5? 5. Not counting this one. Okay, so this was Mercury. All right, let's start. No negatives, so try your luck. Take 20, but if not, then you don't get a chance again. Okay? Don't answer, don't keep pressing the buzzer on every clue. Right, here's the first question, common to everyone. Oh, there's a video.
तेरा क्या होगा कालिया? सरदार, मैंने आपका नमक खाया सरदार. अब गोली खा. कमाल हो गया.
All right. The game of chance. Team 3.
Russian roulette.
I'll move on to clue 2. Archaic term for roller coaster.
Russian roulette, I think.
Salad.
Russian Netherlands.
Revolution.
Russian Revolution.
Is correct. That is the answer. It's Russian, so Russian roulette. Russian mountain is what roller coasters were called earlier. Russian Revolution, and that was not the Caesar salad. And it's not called the Russian Caesar salad. It's just Russian salad. Okay, that's different. Well done to Team XLRI. That gets you a big 20. Team 3, very good. Okay, here is question number 2. First clue. The Farnham currency issued till 1815 with 1 pagoda equaling 42 Farnhams. For 20. Nobody's trying. Clue 2. Listen to the audio.
मेरा कौन है तेरे सिवा मौला तू ही तो है बस मेरा निकला हूँ सच की तलाश में ये जग तो है माया तेरा
For 15.
मौला सुन ले रे खुदाया ओ मेरे मौला सुन ले रे मेरा मन जो कहे.
All right, I'm Calcutta. Your answer?
It's basically Madras. So Madras Cafe, the audio belongs to Madras Cafe, and the currency.
It was in Vijayanagar Empire, I believe, and
अरे विजयनगर तो अलग story हो गई. Are you connecting it to Madras somehow? Connect?
yeah, like. As in
He said the answer is Madras. Because he thinks the audio is from the film Madras Cafe. And what's the first one?
Asharfi, I think.
हाँ, तो मद्रास कहाँ है? कहाँ है मद्रास? Oh, yes.
It's coffee basically. So that's like cafe and coffee and cafe. So
बंद कर दो mic. बंद कर दो. What is all this? The national dress of Antigua and Barbuda featuring these checks.
Madras fabric.
It says Masuli Patam is in is in Madras. An alternate name for conjunctivitis is Madras Eye. So there is no Vijayanagar, there is no coffee, cafe, nothing. It's called the Madras Phanam. Right? It is indeed Madras. That is correct.
Thank God.
That's Mira, thank you. Where is my thank you? All right, so that's well done. Team IIM Calcutta, you got it on the second clue. So that's 15 points. Okay? 15 points to Team IIM Calcutta. Well done. All right, let's go. Number 3. Here it comes, the first clue. A brand with the Omni logo created accidentally during a swimwear photo shoot, becoming a symbol of equality between men and women. Somebody's trying. IIT Kharagpur is trying. 20 points.
Kappa.
Second clue. A COVID variant was detected in India in December 2020. Third clue. An engine series in Hyundai cars like i10, i20 and Eon. The name of tapioca in Kerala is this logo in question. Is correct. Absolutely. Created accidentally. Right. That's 20 points. Getting it right on the first clue. IIT Kharagpur. Lovely. Right, so that was question 3. 2 questions to go. Here is question number 4. Coming up. A product by HSBC shut down in January 2025. Somebody is trying. IIT Kharagpur again for 20. Say that again?
Tez.
Incorrect. Can't try again, IIT Kharagpur. Anybody else interested? Okay, let's reset the buzzer. IIT, don't press the buzzer. Okay. Here's clue number 2. A Shark Tank judge, Azhar Iqbal's food delivery app launched in November 2024. On the buzzer is KIT University. First, followed by XLRI. 15 points. Okay, quick. Switch on the mic. Bolt. Incorrect. Question goes to XLRI.
Zap.
Incorrect. Anybody else? No one? Oh yeah, nicer. Yes.
Blinkit.
Your answer is?
Blinkit.
Did you say Blinkit?
Yeah.
No, not Blinkit. All right, let's reset the buzzer. So 4 teams can't try. Okay. Here's clue number 3. An entertainment channel launched in 1997 as Music Asia, then rebranded to Z Music in 2000 and adopted its current name in 2009. For 10 points, IIM Calcutta.
Zoom.
Incorrect. Anybody else? Not you. This side only Ames. Oh, yes, Vim sir. Bring the mic closer.
Zoom.
Somebody said Zoom already. Whoever gave the last answer. Pay attention. Wrong. Anybody else trying? No. Which means only 2 teams left. NLU and Ames Bhubaneswar. For +5 and -5. Please reset. All right. Other teams have done, right? Okay, just 2 teams fighting for +5 and -5. Here's the last clue. The missing word in this gold spot copy. Somebody's trying. Okay, Ames, Bhubaneswar.
Zing.
Is correct. Audience, I'll request you to not answer, not blurt out anything. This is Zing. I'll give 5 points to Team Ames Bhubaneswar, who are now tied in the lead with IIT Kharagpur. All right, so that's 5 points to you. Okay, so all of these are zings. Zing, 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 zing. Okay, not zap, not tez, not zoom, and the others. Okay, let's move on. Here's number 5, the last one for this round. Here's clue 1. The shortened title of critical study of what India says, whether accepted by reason or refused. Somebody's going. Vim sir. Please switch on the mic. Yes.
Is it CSIR?
Is incorrect. Anybody else? Nobody. Please reset the buzzer. Vim sir, please don't try again. You're done. Here's clue 2. This British child actress born 2010. Teenage actress. Okay, not child anymore. Yes, I am Calcutta. For 15 points.
No, wait, this is not Kristen Stewart, is it?
I don't know. You give me an answer.
Kristen Stewart?
Your answer is?
Kristen Stewart.
Kristen Stewart. And how is it connected to Vijayanagar? Not. Relax, wrong. Okay, anybody else? No one else. So please reset the buzzer. 2 teams out of contention. I am and Vim sir. Here's clue 3. Coming up. A book by the ambassador of Seleucus I, Nicator. Team NLU, Team 1, for 10 points.
Indica.
Explain.
So basically, I think the first book is probably Pax Indica
Okay.
by Shashi Tharoor. I don't know the second. The third is Indica by Seleucus Nicator's. That guy, Megasthenes wrote Indica.
All right. What is my 4th clue?
Tata Indica?
Is correct. Indeed. Getting it right. On the 3rd clue is NLU with 10 points. Yes, 3rd clue. That's not Kristen Stewart. I gave you the birth year also, 2010. I don't think she's 15. All right. So that was Al-Baruni's Indica or Kitab al-Hind. Seleucus I, Nicator's ambassador was Megasthenes, who wrote Indica, which was all sorts of things. Indica Watson is the girl, and Tata Indica, of course, India's first diesel engine hatchback. So that's 10 points to Team 1, nothing to anybody else. And that is the end of round number 3. Scores. Close competition. IIT and AIMS both on 55 points apiece. Currently leading. Closely tracing them is NLU, just 5 points behind. Then is IIM Calcutta, 35, XLRI, 30, and Nicer on 10, Vimsar and KIT still to open their account. We'll move on to round number 4. Double bounce. 8 questions, like round 2, but not like round 2. 8 questions passing reverse. First question teammate then starts passing this side, unless somebody's hit the buzzer. Same as what we did in round 2, but the difference is every question has 2 answers. So if you're pressing the buzzer, I need both answers. Don't just press the buzzer because you know one of them. Because if the direct team is unable to give me, say, both answers, I will pass the question to you, and then you'll have to tell me what the 2 answers are. If even, okay, actually there are more than 2 answers. In some cases there could be 3 answers, but the second and third will be somewhat related. So if you get one guessing, you'll get the other, right? So now if you've, where was I? Yeah, there are part points also, okay? So if, let's say, question is for team IIT Kharagpur, your question is, Chandigarh is the capital of which 2 states, right? Now, if you say Punjab, right, I won't declare whether that is correct or not. Let's say on the buzzer is KIT. I go to them, and you don't have anything else to say. I go to them, they say both Punjab and Rajasthan. The problem is that Rajasthan is not right. So you get a -5. I go to the next team. Let's say that's XLRI. XLRI says Punjab and Haryana. In that case, because they've given me one part of the answer, I'll give them the 5 points, and the team on the buzzer gets the other half. However, if they hadn't given me one answer, they said Rajasthan, then you get your full 10. Okay? Clear? So you're fighting, if one answer is done, then you're fighting for the other half. All right? Done? All right. Let's start. Here's, okay, question for IIT Kharagpur. Remember, please hit the buzzer only if you're confident of every part of the question. Otherwise, don't press the buzzer. Here's your question, IIT Kharagpur. Others on the buzzer. I'll show you a larger visual. This is the great X, the world's largest X in Harappa. It dates back to 2450 BCE. A similar structure, also 50 meters long, was found at Mohenjo-daro. Influenced by European precedents, archaeologists quickly identified the buildings as X's. Closer home, in Odisha, a district 200 kilometers approximately north of us is known as the X of Odisha. And a district in the other direction, 150 kilometers south of us, is derived from X of the world. What is the alliterative great X? And name the two districts. The two districts give you one half of the answer, and X gives you one half of the answer. On the buzzer is I am Calcutta, followed by AIIMS Bhubaneswar, followed by... Nobody's following them. Somebody is following them, and that's KIIT. They'll wait. Yeah, go for it. It's your direct. You get at least half if you get one of them. If you give me X, you'll get half. If you give me the districts, both of them will give you the other half. So if you don't know both districts, my suggestion would be to not even try, because the two districts together give you one half.
We'll say great graveyard. We don't
Sorry. You want to see a larger visual?
Oh, acha. Right, correct.
It's the same thing, except bigger.
Excellent. So we'll say graveyard for the first part.
For X is graveyard.
And
so what is graveyard of Odisha and what is graveyard of the world? Or you can choose to not answer. If you give one and then
Kalinga and Waterloo, but no, it's not.
Do you say Kalinga and?
Waterloo.
Waterloo.
Just south. It's fine.
Two districts in Odisha.
It's gone.
I think geography thoda kharab ho gaya wahan pe. Thoda. Not bahut. Okay. I am Calcutta. I am not declaring whether they're correct with any part, but I'll declare one thing. Waterloo is definitely wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
X is the... So if we give one part...
No,
correct,
you have to give me both. Or three in this case.
If we get one part correct, that...
Nothing. I'll give you a negative. I need everything. Okay. On the buzzer, everything.
X is the great granary.
Okay.
Districts would be Mayurbhanj and Jagdalpur.
All right. You're not correct in the entirety. I won't tell you which part you're correct, incorrect, or whatever. AIIMS Bhubaneswar.
We'll say granary. Ganjam and Baleshwar.
Ganjam and Baleshwar. Order?
Baleshwar and south is Ganjam.
All right. And you said X is correct. That's the answer that I was looking for. Absolutely. Indeed. Very good answer. Right. The great granary, Baleshwar or Balasore, and Ganjam. So, Ganj arm of the world. Right. So, unfortunately, Team I am Calcutta, that's a -5, not Mayurbhanj, and not a graveyard. Not Waterloo either. I think you misread the question, right? It's fine. It's okay. There's no negative on the direct. So, nothing to... Arey, bahut quiz bacha hai. Bahut dur jana hai abhi. So, what's the plan? Where are you going? Are you coming back? You will, right? So, if you come back in the middle of a question, sit out for a while, okay? Let the question be over. Where are we? We are with AIIMS. AIIMS, you got 10 points. And you move... No, not... I don't think they were on the buzzer. So they will just get 10. So they go back to 65. Yeah. All right. So that's 65 to... Or sorry, 10 points to AIIMS Bhubaneswar because they were on the buzzer. -5 to Team 2. That's done, right? I'm sorry, I didn't track. Yeah? No. Oh, yeah, they get 5. No, you get nothing. And they get full 10 because you were on the buzzer. Yes. So only if the direct team had it, you're not getting nothing. In fact, हम तो आपसे ले रहे हैं थोड़ा सा यहाँ पर. Right? So nothing to IIT Kharagpur, -5 to team 2 and a +10 to AIMS Bhubaneswar. That's done, right? Okay. AIMS Bhubaneswar, you're direct. Other teams, you run the buzzer. Please remember, if you answer on the buzzer, give me everything. And your answers on the buzzer are not counted in the halves. Okay? All right, here's question number 2. The laborers transported to plantations during the British Raj were called Girmitiyas. The term comes from the Awadhi pronunciation of what word, which was the name of the contract that the laborers signed. And as per Giriraj Kishore's The Girmitiya Saga, 1999, who was the first Girmitiya? On the buzzer is I am Calcutta, followed by NLU, and that's it. Yes, team AIMS Bhubaneswar.
Girmitiya comes from the anglicization of agreement.
Comes from the anglicization of?
Agreement.
Comes from the anglicization of agreement?
No, desification of
Okay.
agreement, yeah.
All right.
Second part will guess is Lord Hanuman.
Is?
Lord Hanuman.
All right. Question goes to I am Calcutta.
So we'll go for the first part is again agreement. And the second part we'll say Sheikh Deen Muhammad.
Is incorrect. That's -5. Question goes to team 1.
Girmitiya means agreement. So the first Girmitiyas were the sepoys of the Indian, the first war of independence, 1859 mutiny.
All right. That's -5 to team 1. There is no third team on the buzzer. So question passes reverse to KIIT. Now we'll add some bonuses if anybody gets anything.
So for the first part, we'll say is the blue indigo plantation, and for the second part, we'll say.
All right. Just 1 second before you say the second part. So if any team has got, I didn't say this earlier, if any team has got only first part in that Punjab, Haryana example, if one team has given Punjab and then the other team gives Haryana on the pass, then premiums are added. For every 2 teams, 1 point premium is added. Okay, because you're giving only half, right? Okay, yes. So you said the first part you said was?
Blue indigo plantation. And
all right, the second part?
Second part I'll say, I don't remember the name, but he's the gardener of Mahatma Gandhi.
I need a name.
He's an Odia, but he's the gardener of Mahatma
I
Gandhi.
still need a name. Give me a name.
Lakshman Naik something, Lakshman Naik or something.
All right, passes. You said Lakshman Nayak. Okay. Team 5.
The first part is agreement, and the second part would be Lord Ram because he went to exile.
Passes. Team Vimsar.
Was it Baba Budan who brought coffee?
For the second part,
Yeah,
first part?
For the second part.
And the first part?
Agreement.
Okay. XLRI.
So, the first part we are saying government, and the second
The
part...
first part you'll say?
Government.
Government.
Yeah.
Second part?
And the second part is Superman.
All right. Skips to IIT Kharagpur. These 2 teams are done.
No, I mean, it's their question, so it's we're the last.
You're last, yes.
Fine. So, agreement is correct. We'll say Mahatma Gandhi.
We'll take a look at the answer because that was the last one. The answer is agreement and Mahatma Gandhi. Absolutely. That is correct. He went to Dada Abdullah and as the first Girmitiya. -5 unfortunately to team 1. -5 unfortunately to team 2. 5 points to team 7 and 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 points. Right. Yeah, because see, they would have got so for every 2, right? So for the other half, so you get 9 points. All right. So hopefully now we won't have tiebreakers. Right. Now we don't have 5-point decimals. All right. So agreement is Girmit. So Girmitiya became Girmit. Girmit Sorry, agreement became Girmit, Girmit became Girmitia, which wasn't the anglicization, but the, what you said later, desification. All right. Next question, back to team 7. Ames was answered all the way by team 8, IIT Kharagpur. Ames not keeping track of what is happening. There's too much happening. Okay, at least someone's keeping track, which is me. That's my job. Okay, team 7, Ames, you're direct. Other teams, you're on the buzzer. Okay, what 4 words? There are 4 words, A, B, C, D. Okay, there are 4 words. It's not like they start with the letters A, B, C, D. I could have just said blank, 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 but I just said A, B, C, D. Okay, these 4 words are inspired by what medical simulator used by trainees who are taught to ask A, B, C, D. Watch the video and feel free to dance alongside. All right, immediately after where I stopped, what 4 words follow? That's one part. The 4 words are inspired by what medical simulator used by trainees who are taught to ask A, B, C, D. On the buzzer first is Nicer, followed by XLRI, followed by team 1. Yes, Ames Bhubaneswar.
Annie, are you okay? And rescues the Annie or CPR Annie.
Is correct. Indeed, fell in the lap of Ames Bhubaneswar. It is. All right, so that's the CPR dummy or Rescue Annie, as it is called alternately. Annie, are you okay? That gets, all that hard work gets Ames Bhubaneswar 10 points. Well done. Okay, buzzers have been reset. We'll move on to the next question, which is now a direct to Team KIIT Bhubaneswar. Here's your question. Listen to the Dua Lipa song.
But there's nothing funny now. When will we stop saying things? Cause they're all listening. No, the kids ain't alright. Oh, and they do what they see. Cause it's all on TV. Oh, the kids ain't alright.
Right, now watch the movie trailer.
Who are you talking to?
Are you still scared of him, Mom?
Now I just can't stand her.
Hi, Andy.
This can't affect her academics.
I wouldn't want that.
He's a nice boy. It's very mature for his age.
Your mom's giving me gyan and romance.
Without context, the two phrases X and Y reinforce stereotypes. However, it's more accurate to see these phrases as parallel statements that stem from outdated expectations rather than as true opposites. What are the two phrases? Alternately, tell me the Dua Lipa song or tell me the movie whose trailer you saw. On the buzzer first is Nicer, followed by Ames Bhubaneswar, followed by IIT Kharagpur. So we'll engage this side of the room only. Okay, Team KIIT. Think there are 3 teams waiting and followed by others perhaps.
Just guessing Pride and Prejudice.
For X or Y?
Y.
And X is?
I combined it and said Pride and Prejudice for the phrase.
Okay. I'll pass to team 5 on the buzzer. Okay, plus 10, minus 5. Yes.
X is boys will be boys and Y will be girls will be girls.
One more time.
X is boys will be boys and Y is girls will be girls.
Without context, the two phrases reinforce stereotypes. However, it's more accurate to see the phrases as parallel statements that stem from outdated expectations rather than as true opposites. You said boys will be boys, girls will be girls.
The kids ain't alright. Boys will be, boys will be, boys will be, boys will be boys. But girls will be with me.
All right, that's very well done, Team Nicer. Are you a Dua Lipa fan or have you seen the film? Okay, everybody just pass on. Ask him. Why? Okay, you're in the spotlight.
I just knew about the film, so I connected from there. Yeah.
So you figured out girls will be girls? You sort of knew about the film?
Yeah.
Maybe you would have seen on your Amazon screen, Prime screen.
Basically.
And what about the other part?
I just guessed it. Yeah.
And then, of course, then the other way, the opposite.
Yeah.
Girls will be girls, boys will be boys. Reinforcing stereotypes. Lovely answer there, Nicer. That's very well done. That gets you 10 points. And what's more, next one's your direct, because this was a steal. Right? Well played strategically also. Like I said, somebody has to pay attention to what's happening. Okay, your question, Team Nicer. Other teams, you're on the buzzer. During the Cold War, there were three competing worlds. The first world was the capitalist and industrialized West. The third world were the newly independent nations trying to find their footing. Trapped between these two was the second world. First part, what was their defining ideology? Now, later, in the same vein, a term was coined by activist George Manuel to describe people who existed within these nations but were denied a place at the table. The stateless, the indigenous, and the marginalized. What name did he give to this final, often overlooked group? Sure. Please don't join your team in the middle of a question. Nobody's on the buzzer. You have time on the buzzer until the direct team starts saying something. Okay, Nicer, answer quickly. Don't let anybody press the buzzer.
Are there part points?
Of course, yes. Yeah, there will be.
Okay, X would be communism or socialism.
Okay. And why?
Why would be the fourth world?
X, you said, what was their defining ideology? You said communism or socialism, okay? Yeah. And why you said was?
The fourth world.
The fourth world. Why would you say that?
Because they are like sort of out of the three worlds.
It says later in the same vein. First world identified, second world identified, third world identified. What's left? Fourth world. Absolutely, that is correct. Have no clue how you got it. Now would you like to explain? So you are a Dua Lipa fan. No, okay. We've moved on in life. That's lovely. Very well done. You want to talk a little bit about it? About how you arrived at it? No, let it be. Just give me the 10 points and move on. That is correct. So it's communism or socialism, essentially aligned with Soviet Union, and the stateless, the marginalized, are the fourth world. Right, so little bit of reading, rest of it was just figuring out what is the point of all these questions. Just like how you figured out girls will be girls, then the other one was, has to be. You know, what else? Very good. Back-to-back tenors now for Nicer. Back and come in strongly into the competition. Currently tied for fourth place. Okay, next up is Vimsar. Vimsar, you're direct. Have been uncharacteristically silent today. Okay? Giving you an opportunity now. Others on the buzzer. Here is your question. Team 4. Vimsar. The father of value investing, Benjamin Graham, famously said, in the short run, the market is a X machine, but in the long run, it is a Y machine. In simple terms, he meant short-term market movements can be irrational and unpredictable, and that long-term market performance is driven by a company's intrinsic value. What are X and Y? On the buzzer. Who's on the buzzer? Team Nicer is on the buzzer. just give me two answers. If you get the order wrong, it's okay, I'll give you points. I'll frown at you, and then I will give you points. But I'll give you points if you get the order wrong.
X is profit and Y
X is what?
Profit.
Profit.
And Y is ATM.
Y is ATM. Profit and ATM. All right. I'll pass to team 5, Nicer. You're on the buzzer, Nicer. You'll have to be nicer to me also and give me an answer quick. Come on. Else I'm on my way to XLRI in 3 seconds.
X is trade machine and Y
X is
trade machine.
Trade machine. Y is
Invest machine.
invest machine. All right. It's a -5. After 2 correct answers, you get a negative. There's nobody on the buzzer, so XLRI. Start passing from you.
X would be slot machine and Y would be profit machine.
Slot and profit.
We'll guess X is ECG machine and...
Which machine did you say?
ECG, which
Okay,
measures.
got it, ECG.
And Y would be a BP machine, like
Beep machine.
blood pressure machine.
Oh, BP. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say something unparliamentary, and so you're censoring yourself by saying beep machine.
Yeah,
Okay.
X would be poker machine or a roulette slot machine. Okay, poker machine, and Y would be steam engine machine.
All right. Passes.
ECG machine for the first part, X. Y would be X-rays.
Okay. Aims.
I'll guess Chinese machine and German machine.
Chinese and German. KIIT. You switch on the mic, please. Yeah, go on.
Is it deficient machine and inefficient machine?
Efficient and inefficient. You've already tried, and it was Vim sir, so we're done with a question on stage. Nobody's answered. Fortunately, Nicer, you'll get a negative. But yes, this side, sir in yellow.
X is voting machine and Y is weighing machine.
Is correct. This is voting machine and weighing machine. Right, we'll come back to the question and I'll make sense of it. Just give me a second. In the short run, the market is a voting machine. In the long run, it is a weighing machine. Right? All right. So with that unfortunate negative, Nicer, and a round of applause to sir there alongside a prize that you've just received. Okay, team 5, you get a negative. You get a -5 on that question. We'll now move on to team XLRI. All right, team XLRI, your question is on your screen now. Other teams, you're on the buzzer. Couple of questions remain. This is from 2015, Dancing with the Stars, where X, quite aptly and as a tribute to her father, performed on the song Why Rock by Elton John. Also meaning a young girl in a native dialect, and in Hindi a type of a decorative item for a girl. She was named X after her father's favorite female Y. What are X and Y? Watch this. Dancing with the Stars. All right, after that fabulous dance performance, Team XLRI, what is X, what is Y? On the buzzer would be, in order, IIT Kharagpur, AIMS, NLU. Too many things to work with. Problem of plenty. Or I'll make it simpler. Who's the girl? What's the song? Simple. Okay, na, give that video for a minute. I know you weren't keeping track of time because I have your watch, but I gave it to you for a minute. Okay, quick, XLRI, others are waiting. There are part points.
In why Marilyn Monroe and in
X is the owner person.
and in the name of Marilyn Monroe, so maybe Mary.
No, maybe one answer, please.
Okay,
Marilyn Monroe. Okay. What's the other answer?
Mary and or
What's the other answer?
Mary, M-A-R-Y, Mary.
All right. I'll pass it to IIT Kharagpur.
So the song is Crocodile Rock, and the lady is Bindi Arvind, daughter of Steve Arvind.
In Hindi, a type of a decorative item for a girl, you said Bindi Irwin, daughter of Steve Irwin. And Why Rock by Elton John is, you said, Crocodile Rock. She was named Bindi after her father's favorite female crocodile. That is correct. So that's 10 points to Team IIT Kharagpur. Let's give them a round of applause. Fine answer there. And so the crocodile is called Bindi. And so nothing to do with Hindi. It was just me trying to do some mishmashing of various languages and clash of contexts as you've already experienced. Bringing everything together somehow through whatever languages I can put my head around. All right, which is a sum total of 2. All right. Where are we? I'm Calcutta. You're direct. Here's your question. Other teams, you are on the buzzer. While the name is derived from Sanskrit for wooden trough, these Maldivian fishing boats have a name familiar to us as, ignore my poor sense of humor, the surname of not fishing but a finishing icon. What name? X. Building this boat is a craft passed down through generations. What is a primary type of timber traditionally used for constructing these boats? That is why. On the buzzer is AIMS Bhubaneswar and nobody else. I am Calcutta. This is yours for the taking. This is your direct. And now there is KIT who's on the buzzer. Also after AIMS. Yeah, I'm waiting for your answer.
So X is Dhoni.
X is?
Dhoni.
Okay.
And Y is coconut.
X is Dhoni, Y is coconut. Familiar to us as the surname of not of fishing. But Dhoni finishes off in style. Absolutely. And coconut. That's very well done, team. I'm Calcutta. On the direct, seemed a little kacha pakka confident, not too confident. Second part was a little tricky. Maldives, tropical. What else? What else will you get? All right, so that's 10 points to team I'm Calcutta. That wraps up this round, the penultimate round as well. Scores as follows. Team AIMS leading with a score of 80 and just 6 points behind is Team IIT Kharagpur with a score of 74. Then some distance away is Team NLU with a score of 45. I'm Calcutta on 35, XLRI on 30, Nicer on 25, Vimsar and KIIT still to open their account. Now, before we move on to the last round, one audience question. Okay, audience, here's a question for you. We all love selfies, don't we? All right, question on that. The origin. The first mobile phone to feature a front-facing camera, the Z1010, was released in 2003. By which company that birthed out of a Japanese and Swedish merger? Front camera, a Japanese and a Swedish merger. One of the last year's finalists. Yes, I identify you correctly. Please tell me.
Sony Ericsson.
Is correct. It is indeed Sony Ericsson Z1010. There's a prize coming for you. A finalist from last year. All right. Okay, we move on to our last round now. It's called Lone Wolf. Yes. We'll get to it. 8 questions, 1 to each team in reverse order of scores. So, Vim sir, we'll start with you. All right, you've yet to open your account. KIT, you're yet to open your account. You'll go second. Okay, it's okay, no, second. All right. Now, others, the order for others will be determined live as every answer is done. Okay. Okay, so 8 questions, 1 to each team in reverse order of scores. You'll see the topic and then you decide with your level of familiarity and who you want to put in the stoplight. I'll need a handheld mic for this round. I'll need a mic if we can organize. Okay, so see the topic and play either solo for 20 points. So then only that person comes forward, stands here and faces the question. If that solo participant from your team gives a right answer, your team gets 20 points. If, however, by looking at the topic, all 4 of you feel, not me, then you play as a team. Then not me, nahi, all of you, okay? So then you can play as a team for 10. If another team buzzes, if your team is playing solo, the player is with me, and you can answer without your teammates for 20 points. However, if there is somebody on the buzzer, and I'll allow for 3 buzzers, right? It will go to that team. 10 points to that team on the buzzer. If they're wrong, that's a -5. Question then goes back to the direct team where the solo player has joined the team. Now you're answering for 5 points because now the question has rebounded after a wrong answer. Thus, if you are wrong, there's no negative, 5 points if you're correct. The second and the third team then go after you. So only the first team on the buzzer gets a chance. If the solo player wants, you are not allowed to consult. If you're a solo player, you're not allowed to consult with your team that kya karna hai, unko dena hai ki nahi dena hai. No, you decide. Because you've been nominated by the team, the others are sitting pretty. Okay, so don't take their help. Got it?
So the solo thing is only for the direct question, right?
Yes, solo is only for the direct. Everybody else buzzes as a team. Okay? So take a look at the topic, then decide whose strong suit is that topic out of the 4 of you. Take the mic.
The solo person decides whether to give the question to the buzzing team or not.
Yes, the solo player decides if they want to give the question to the buzzing team or not. If you happen to take help of your team in that regard, that's not part of the game. I'll send you back regardless. Right, so don't do that. Just decide by yourself. There is negative not for a direct team. Negative only on the buzzer. Take the mic.
So you're saying that the solo player decides whether the buzzing team gets to answer? No.
Yes.
And if he says, no, I don't want, then what happens?
No. So then you answer. Then if the solo player is not able to answer,
okay, then only. Achha,
then it goes to the team on the buzzer. And then after them, it doesn't rebound to the whole team. Because you have taken a shot. Your solo representative has taken a shot. Right? So then it passes to the 3 teams on the buzzer one by one, plus 10, -5, plus 10, -5, plus 10, -5.
So what is the incentive for the solo player to let the other team answer? Like,
because they don't know the answer. They're hoping that that team doesn't get it. And then it rebounds to you.
As a team.
And you'll get a 5-pointer for that. Because you can take help of your teammate.
Oh, if it rebounds, then we can take the help of the team.
If it rebounds, then the solo player joins the team.
Okay.
So collectively as a team, you answer for 5.
And there's no negatives unless...
There's no negative for a direct team. whether
Okay.
solo or a team.
Okay.
3 buzzers are allowed, but rebound will take place after the first buzzing team. So it's not like it'll rebound over 3 teams, because then it's unlikely to come.
So if I nominate a player and he answers it wrong, it will not come back to the team, but it will go to
Yes,
the...
then it's not coming back. One
And,
attempt only, either as solo or on a rebound.
And just to clarify, the person who is nominated has the discretion to let another team who is buzzing.
Yes. And that discretion is solo, because everybody has washed their hands off. Okay? The mic is... yeah.
So if the solo person gets it wrong, does the buzzing team still get the chance after that?
So, no, that's it. One attempt. So either solo or as a team. Okay, Vim sir, I'll show you the topic. Switch it on. Wait. Yeah, it's on now. Okay, so I'll show you the topic. You decide whether one of you wants to play or all 4 of you want to play. If only one of you wants to play, take the mic, come forward. All right, face that screen. Right? For 20 points. No negative on a direct. Whether you're playing solo or as a team. Other teams, you run the buzzer. Question rebounds only after the first buzzing team, and then if it's still alive, then it goes to the second buzzing team, third buzzing team, plus 10, minus 5. All right, here is the topic for Team Vimsar. CID. The TV show, not the government CID.
Play as a team.
Okay. You know where you are on the scoreboard? You know where you are on the scoreboard? Where are you? Nowhere. Okay? But you'll play as a team, not giving yourself a shot. Okay? After them, it's you guys as a direct, so I'll keep it here. All right, you want to play as a team? You don't have to hit the buzzer. First attempt will be by you for 10 points. If you're wrong, nothing happens. Question goes to 3 other teams in the order of buzzing for plus 10 and minus 5. All right? First answer by the direct team, then by the 3 teams on the buzzer, if the question remains alive.
But if no team buzzes, do we still get a rebound?
Audience?
No.
It doesn't pass otherwise. Last round, buzz.
I'm saying, do we still get a rebound? Like, if one person goes solo and he doesn't know and then no team buzzes, then...
Yeah, then you can join your team. For now, you're answering for 5 points though.
Yeah, makes sense.
If you decide to play solo, then you join your team answering for 5. Whether on a rebound or otherwise. Okay? All right. Vimsar, this is for you. Other teams on the buzzer. Here's your question. If Chacha Chaudhary's Dimag is computer se bhi tez, then as per this promo trailer of the new season of CID, launched in December 2024, ACP Pradyuman's Dimag is blank se tez. What is missing? Watch the video.
उसका नाम एसीपी प्रद्युमन है और एसीपी का दिमाग से भी ज्यादा तेज चलता है।
हाँ समझे, मैडम कुछ बोली?
आप आ गए हो ना बस, अब बोलेगी।
CID वापस आ रहा है कल से रात 10 बजे सोनी एंटरटेनमेंट टेलीविजन पर।
The answer is AI se tez.
If Chacha Chaudhary's Dimag is computer se bhi tez, ACP Pradyuman's Dimag is AI se bhi tez. Is correct. That is indeed the answer. Absolutely. It is.
उसका नाम एसीपी प्रद्युमन है और एसीपी का दिमाग एआई से भी ज्यादा तेज चलता है।
Right. That is correct. Well done, Vimsar, for getting a 10er and could have got a 20 had you decided to be a little brave. KIT, yours now. Okay? You are on, still to open your account. All right, I'll show you the topic, then you can decide. Here is your topic. Countries and books. Solo or a team. Solo 20, team 10.
I will take in team.
Take it as a team? All right, fine. Other teams on the buzzer, plus 10, minus 5. The 2 teams haven't yet decided to be brave. We'll see what happens later. Here is your question, Team KIT. Other teams, you are on the buzzer. The map shows countries that are mentioned in which book, or more specifically, shows the modern day countries of locations within them mentioned in which book. On the buzzer is Nicer, followed by NLU, followed by Vimsar. Okay, KIT, your answer first. 10 points, no negative. Which book? Your answer?
Is it Bhagavad Gita?
Is incorrect. Question goes to Nicer for plus 10 minus 5.
The Bible.
Is correct. It is the Bible. Absolutely. That's very well done. Indeed, countries mentioned in the Bible by their name at the time and area within or of the people who lived there. It's a lovely answer there, Team Nicer. That gets you 10 points. Team 5. Okay, who's now currently placed 6th? Team 3. You are currently placed 6th. So that's Team XLRI. Okay, XLRI, you'll see the topic. See the topic. Then you nominate him. Or him. Or someone. Okay? Alright, here's your topic. Other teams, you are on the buzzer. Not on the topic. Wait for the question. Okay, XLRI, this is your topic. Global warming. Whether or not it is real, who knows? We'll find out after this question. Okay, some...
Yeah, solo.
Come. Aao Haveli pe. Come here. And face this screen. Your back towards your team. I'll give you a chance to join your team. If you want to. Or you can join the audience. So for 20 points you're playing, there's no negative. Okay? Team, please don't prompt in any manner. Alright? Whether you'd let another team answer on the buzzer is your call. Right? If it's a team that's on that side, I'll tell you that team has pressed the buzzers. And just don't face your team's side. Okay, here's your question on global warming. Other teams, you're on the buzzer. In the 1970s, researchers found that X could destroy stratospheric ozone, a gas in the atmosphere that protects life on Earth from the sun's ultraviolet radiation. Nations ultimately moved to ban use of X's through the 1987 Montreal Protocol, one of the most successful environmental treaties on record. What 1920s discovery by a chemist at General Motors is this? Who is on the buzzer? Okay, right in front of you. Ames is on the buzzer. You can answer for 20, or you can join your team. If Ames is not able to answer, you along with your team can answer for 5. Ames. No. You have one shot, either you or as a team. Can try, can let it go. जल्दी करो, mushrooms भी खाना है, अभी बताया था ना थोड़ी देर पहले.
I say chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs.
You'll answer and you'll say chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs. Team XLRI? Is correct. That is correct. Indeed. It is CFCs. Thomas Midgley of DuPont. Right? That was the chemist in question. Sent the right guy. All right, Team 3, that's 20 points to you. Well done on taking that call. Okay, where are we now? Who's next? So 2 teams on 35 each. So we'll ask I'm Calcutta first, okay? Then we'll go to Team 5. We'll just follow clockwise order. That's all. No other reason. All right, so I'm Calcutta. Yeah, take the mic. And here's the topic. iPhone ringtone. You've been nominated. My question, round 5, Q 4.0. Do you have an iPhone? Yes. Is that why you've been nominated? Okay. Come, face this side, please. Come closer, just to maintain sanctity. All right, here's your question. Other teams, you're on the buzzer. Pretty cute how he's sort of just play acting it. This is the iPhone's X ringtone, played on a X, the national instrument of Guatemala. You'd like to answer? Who's on the buzzer? Wait, Ames is on the buzzer.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'd like to answer.
Go for it.
Marimba.
Is correct. Indeed, marimba. Absolutely. So that's a 20. A very helpful, very useful 20 for team IIM Calcutta. And high fives follow. Who's next? Team 5. Nicer, you're next. You're on 35. Can I have the mic? Okay, so other teams have gone past you. Here is your opportunity. All right, so your question or your topic, Nicer, is worker union legacy. They're nominating you because you gave the socialist answer, no? Probably. Okay. Come, face this side. Yeah. All right. I'll tell you who's on the buzzer if it's anybody behind you. Worker union legacy. Here is your question. Other teams on the buzzer. Your question is, this is Big Bill Haywood. Founder, I've pointed out with the arrow which one I'm talking of. That's Big Bill Haywood. Founder of the Union Industrial Workers of the World, leading a group of workers. One of the first instances in the US of what symbolic action occurred when he spoke to strikers in New Jersey in 1913. He said, every finger, please look at that screen, please. Yeah. Every finger by itself has no force while performing the action. Now look, he said, see, that's the union. What did he do? Something we saw most famously in 1968 in Mexico. On the buzzer is the team behind you, Ames Bhubaneswar. You can answer or you can join your team. And let Ames Bhubaneswar answer. It's your call to make.
The fist, how do I say it in words?
You can do it, I don't know.
The symbol, the fist, the worker's fist.
Most famously saw it in 1968 in Mexico.
No idea.
No idea, but you want to do the action, whatever it is that you're doing. Do it.
The worker's fist, the symbolism. Yeah, that's what.
What happened in 1968 in Mexico?
I'm not sure, sorry.
Nicer, what happened in 1968 in Mexico? No? All right, I'll give that to you. That is correct. It is the Black Power salute, the raised clenched fist that happened on the podium. That's very well done. Congratulations for your 20. Pick the right man. Happiness all around. 20 points. Team Nicer. Who's next? Team 3 is done. NLU, yeah, 45. Others have gone past you. Yes, NLU. Okay. Everybody's on the buzzer, but you'll wait. And Nicer is leaking participants. Pura to sun lete. I was saying leaking participants. Yes. Okay. Don't join your team in the middle of a question. All right, here is your topic, NLU. English wicket keepers. वो उस font में ना space नहीं था. So English cricket wicket keepers. That's what I mean. Now it's kind of, there's perhaps only, okay, let me not influence in any way. Sure. Decide what you want to do. Playing as a team? Yeah. Okay. We'll let the mic be for a while. All right. So you're playing as a team, plus 10 if you write. Otherwise, on the buzzer. For others, plus 10, minus 5. Here is your question, all teams on the buzzer. My question is, these are two English wicket keepers who played for Team Abu Dhabi in Abu Dhabi T10. Their appearance on the crease made for an interesting incident for social media portals. I've given you an example. Because even in an inanimate form, they are paired together. Explain. Wait, on the buzzer is Vimsar first, followed by KIT, followed by XLRI. Even in an inanimate form, they are paired together. Please explain.
Yeah, I give it the answer, right? Salt and pepper.
How? Explain.
That's well salt, and that should be pepper. I don't know who he is, but then I just connected.
Should be Pepper. Please be Pepper. That is correct. Michael Pepper and Phil Salt. Even in an inanimate form, they are paired together on a dining table. So Salt and Pepper opening the batting. So that's very well done. Team NLU gets you 10. Oh, there's a three-way tie. So we'll do some tiebreakers, it seems. We'll get to it later. For now, we'll have to ask Team 8. Yes, 2 questions remain. Team 8, IIT Kharagpur, you have to decide. Okay, solo or as a team. Here is your topic. Other teams, you're on the buzzer. GI tagged products. I don't need to explain. I'm sure you know what GI tag products are.
Team.
You will play as a team. Okay. Here is your question for 10 points. Other teams, you are on the buzzer. Once considered a symbol of caste-assigned work, this item was crafted traditionally by Dalit artisans and later promoted by Lingayats. It's known for its hand-stitched buffalo leather, durability in the Deccan heat, received a GI tag in 2019. Identify this GI tagged heritage product. On the buzzer is Team XLRI, followed by Nicer, followed by NLU. IIT Kharagpur. No negative?
Okay, we'll say Kolhapuri chappals.
That reaction by the others. Sorry, I killed your high five. Let's do it one more time. That answer is correct. Yes. Okay. Sorry, with my slow reaction to your answer, I murdered your high five. Should have let you enjoy the moment more. You want to do a take 3 on it? Okay. Chalo, without a cue. Well done team IIT Kharagpur. Put in a spot of bother. And the spot of bother is now shifted. Just pass on the mic. Team IIT Kharagpur has shifted one table to their right to Ames Bhubaneswar for the last question of this quiz. If my memory serves me right, it's not the first time Ames Bhubaneswar is in this position where they really had to get the last answer right to win Mettle Meet in both the previous editions. In 2023, that was the last question. The Chandrayaan one, right? You had to get that one right. Last year, chalo, was a little comfortable. But we'll see what happens. Definitely not in a comfortable position to be in. For now, let's have a big round of applause for all these 8 teams on stage who've given us a fabulous competition. Let's also give a round of applause. The teams on stage, let's give a round of applause to the audience who's given some fine answers along the way. And round of applause for him. Okay, round of applause for you. Come. After some relief. Okay, where are we? We are with you in Bhubaneswar. Last question. Other teams on the buzzer, obviously looks like we might head in for a 1, 2, 3, 3-way tie. Unless something else happens, right? The 3 prizes, first, second, and third. Okay, Ames Bhubaneswar, your topic is "2026 Commonwealth Games."
I will play as a team.
Play as a team? All right. Other teams, you are On the buzzer, this is the last question of the quiz. Ames Bhubaneswar doesn't seem too happy with the topic, but we'll see if they're any familiar with the answer. The 2026 Commonwealth Games will take place in Glasgow after Victoria, Australia withdrew in 2023 due to escalating costs. Glasgow, if you remember, also hosted the Commonwealth Games in 2014 when they had Clyde, who you see here in the visual, an anthropomorphic thistle, which is the floral symbol of Scotland, as its mascot. After briefly flirting with the idea of retaining Clyde, because, they had like a quick, within 12 years, they're hosting 2 Commonwealth Games. They decided, after flirting with the idea of retaining Clyde, they released a different mascot called Finny. Sporting a traffic cone, what national symbol is Finny? On the buzzer is Team XLRI, followed by Nicer, and then KIIT. All right, Ames Bhubaneswar, your moment of truth.
This is a unicorn.
As the national symbol of Scotland is a unicorn, is absolutely perfect. Ames Bhubaneswar, not for the first time in the history of this quiz, Ames Bhubaneswar has drawn exactly this kind of reaction from the audience and from themselves. Their hands were in the head were in the hands when they saw the topic. They were like, "Arey, ye kya ho gaya?" And then they realized there's got to be more than just what they expected with the topic. What were you expecting with the topic? Take the mic. What were you expecting with the topic?
I was expecting it was a mascot, but I didn't know who the mascot was.
Oh, you thought I'd ask for a name. Okay. Anyway, so that's done. But clearly, we have to do a tiebreaker that is between teams 1, 2, and team 5. So other teams, please don't press the buzzer. Simple format for the tiebreaker, +1, -1. On the buzzer, +1, -1. I'll do 1 if I don't resolve it. I'll do 2nd if I don't resolve it. I'll do a 3rd if I don't resolve it. I'll do a 4th, a 5th, a 6th. And then I'll ask you, what is the day today? Hopefully we'll be able to resolve. All right? Okay, tiebreaker, +1, -1. Other teams, please don't press the buzzer. This is only between teams. Just 1 second, sorry, Bhushan, just give me a moment. I wanted to see team 1, team 2, and this side, team 5, okay? All right, that's that. All right, my question for the 3 teams is, other teams, please don't press the buzzer. Teams 1, 2, and 5. Won't appear on screen. I'll tell it orally. All right. My question for the 3 of you is, okay, what connects? I'll give you 1, 2, 3 elements I'll give. Connect them with a 1-word answer. Okay? What connects? Actually, I'll give you 4. All right, let me give you 4 elements. But if somebody hits the buzzer, I stop immediately. All right? Because by virtue of hitting the buzzer, you've indicated that you know the answer. Get it right, +1. Get it wrong, -1. We'll play with the other 2 teams. Okay? All right. What connects? A sudden burst of light. The game of Teen Patti. A song by Queen. A DC Comics superhero. Somebody's on the buzzer. First on the buzzer is I am Calcutta. 1 word.
Flash.
Second on the buzzer, Nicer. Nicer, rehne do. It's done. That is correct. I am Calcutta. Absolutely. Indeed, it is Flash. Ames Bhubaneswar, they win in reaction. Sorry about it. Well done, Team IIM Calcutta. Let's have a big round of applause for all these teams. Finally, we've come to a resolution. We don't need to do a fourth place tiebreaker. Nicer, you had a different answer? Yeah, the same answer, no? Yeah. So they had it. Anyway, so that is the end. Thank you, everybody, for giving us, all the teams on stage, for giving us this wonderful competition. And we'll come to the results in a bit. For now, audience, you've been so fabulous. You've been so appreciative. In fact, echoing the reaction by these teams on stage, right? So, which means that I have some prizes still to offer. Okay, I'll also give you a connection question. Here's a connection question for you. One word. Connect. A British heavy metal band, famous for the mascot Eddie, an almost daily use household appliance, and a common metallic element. An almost daily use household appliance, a common metallic element, and a British, yes, Arrow. Come on, Arrow. Arrow, take help of friends and answer. Give me one word. Almost daily use household appliance. Yeah, come on. Now not interested? Is it? One word. Give me a daily household appliance. Daily household appliance. Break it. Use the first word. Is correct. It is indeed iron. Right? So Iron Maiden, iron the metallic element, iron the daily household appliance. All right, one more. Okay, one more question. So, sure you all know the famous Nobel laureate, Sir Vidyadhar Suraj Prasad Naipaul, aka V.S. Naipaul. He was born in a town called Chaguanas, which is the largest municipality in which country? Yes, sir. Is correct. Trinidad and Tobago. That is right. Let's have a round of applause for Sir there. Well done. Okay, one more. In the 1950s, somewhere between 1950s to 70s, okay, R.K. Lakshman, the famous cartoonist, conceived a certain mascot, a name that emerged from a Give Me a Name contest, for which brand that was exited by Reliance recently after a cool 1400% gain. Yes, one of the participants from the junior final. Yes. No, not the common man. Which brand? So we've tried with you. Let's go this side. Which brand? Kahan dekha tha Gattu? Asian Paints. That is right. Very good. It is indeed Asian Paints. There's a prize coming your way and a round of applause. Come on, audience. You can be kinder towards one of your own. All right, another one. Which huge skyscraper climbing creature is often portrayed as the eighth wonder of the world, living on Skull Island before being brought into civilization? Let's have an answer at the back. Again, I think the KIIT and DAV. Okay, fine. Let's go to the KIIT. One of the students in the junior finals. Let's bring the mic to the back because I'm sure I will not be able to hear his answer.
King Kong.
Is correct. It is indeed King Kong. Absolutely. Very well done. All right, so I think we're ready with the final results. Okay, so let's start with the final results. But before we get to the results of the teams currently on stage, we'll start with the prizes of the teams that gave us just like this, perhaps better than this, competition, a wonderful competition earlier in the day, right? Immediately after lunch, we gathered together for the junior category final. We had 8 strong teams coming from different parts of Odisha. 3 teams shown their way through and are thus our second runner-up, first runner-up, and our winner. So, for the prizes, may I request on stage the company of Miss Adyasha Satpathy and Sir Tathagat Satpathy, and may I also request Miss Mansi to please join us on stage. Please welcome them with a round of applause.
So, with your due permission, yeah. First of all, a round of applause for Mr. Punya. I think all of you were not just thinking, what I can say, it's not about knowing, it's also about knowing at that very moment. So that's what I think all the quizzers had a great time. Guys, a round of applause for our quiz master, Mr. Ajay Punya. And now, for the felicitation, I would also invite our outdoor partner, Ajanta Advertisers, Mr. Manish Agarwal, to please join us on stage. And heartfelt thank you to you, sir, for joining hands with Mettle Meet 2025 and making it a buzz, not only in the city, but across. I would request one of our representatives from Orissa Post to kindly request our editor, sir. I guess he is busy somewhere else. If he could join us on stage as well. Because this is the crowning moment. This is what our quizzers have been waiting for, to be the champions, first runner-up and second runner-up.
Okay, while sir joins, we'll start with the prizes for the school category, starting in reverse order, starting with the team that finished second runner-up. As second runner-up, as most of you were here and would have seen, just have the company of Tathagat, sir. Yeah, all right. We'll call upon the team that finished second runner-up. Please put your hands together for the team from Loyola, finished with a score of 65. Congratulations, team Loyola School, Bhubaneswar. They were on the podium a couple of years ago in 2023, had been waiting in the wings for a year, and had been waiting today for about 3-4 hours to collect these prizes. The lovely Mettle Meet second runner-up trophy. Please put your hands together for Loyola School, Bhubaneswar. Alongside the trophy, they receive a prize of rupees 25,000. Well done, coming back late into the game. Come on, let's put our hands together for Team Loyola. Right, congratulations, Team Loyola School. Thank you. Well done. We look forward to your active and eager participation next year as well. Just be around, Loyola. Don't drift too far away from the stage. We'll call you back with a group photograph for all three. All right? Next up, as first runner-up, you saw them doing what they did last year as well. First runner-up, second place last year. First runner-up this year as well. KIIT International. with a score of 78. They get individual certificates. The first runner-up Mettle Meet trophy to go with a prize of rupees 50,000. Yes. Let's have a big round of applause for Team CAT International. All right, welcome. Well done to Team CAT International. Just be around, all right? And finally, let's have a big round of applause, like you did last year when this team won it. And they here to win it again this time. However, the win was a lot more convincing, led right from the very first question till the very last question. Please welcome on stage your school category champions, DAV Unit 8. Collecting individual certificates, the Champions Trophy, and a big prize of rupees 1 lakh. Let's hear it for Team DAV Unit 8.
The other two teams, please come for a group photograph. And everybody should know the genuine check will also be given of 1,000 rupees. 1 lakh rupees.
Right. Congratulations, Team DAV Unit 8.
Yes.
All right, everybody, all the winners on stage, let's have a cheer for Mettle Meet. Hip hip! Can we raise one hand as well? I know you're holding your certificates and trophy. Let's all together raise just one hand. One more time, a cheer for Mettle Meet 2025. Hip hip! All right, congratulations once again to all the teams.
All right, so now we call upon the teams that have won from the seniors. Bhushan, if we can switch. Yeah, all right. Okay, for the college category now, the final results. Firstly, the teams that missed out on being on the podium, but very well done. KIT University unfortunately couldn't open their account. Vimsar finishing with a score of 10 points. Let's put our hands together for all these teams. XLRI with a score of 50. NLU and Nicer, both of them on 55 points apiece. But as second runner-up, you could see the exhilaration, you could see the celebration. That's how close this competition was for just 1 point. Their celebration, I would argue, was better than the winner's celebration. Please welcome, coming all the way from IIM Calcutta, is the 4 members traversing state borders with a score of 56 as second runner-up.
Well, if we don't have any music in the background, then probably all of you can clap and make this a little more lively. A well-deserved win at the very last minute. Congratulations.
Right. Congratulations, team. I'm Calcutta. If you could just wait around in the wings for a while. Yeah, please. I'm Calcutta. We'll call you back on stage. All right. Next up, had a close competition for the title, were always within touching distance. They did lead briefly. That was on the penultimate question. Their lead was like a budget airline at a small airport, a quick touchdown and a reversal. But this is the team that gave a stiff competition to our eventual winners, IIT Kharagpur, with a score of 84.
Before we move on to welcoming our winners, because they were our first timers, and I just want to know, are you disappointed or are you happy? Genuinely. Now don't just camouflage and just be like, oh my God, the journey was great, I'm very happy and all of that. Truly, are you disappointed? You were just there. And how was the experience? Because you are first timers in Mettle Meet.
Look, obviously there is some extent of disappointment because we're all competitors. But as a first time attempt with that, we're pretty happy the way it turned out. Because, yeah, very tough competition. No shame in losing to that performance.
That is the spirit. Congratulations.
Well done. Congratulations, Team IIT Kharagpur, being sporting in first runner-up spot as well. Almost there, just there, thereabouts. All right, time to call upon the winners. Am I getting a deja vu, a sense of deja vu? Or there is a sense of deja vu all around the auditorium? I don't know if I have something else planned in mind. Because I've done the same thing in 2023, in 2024, now again in 2025. And as Team IIT Kharagpur said, there is no shame in missing out to a team like that, a team that has its composure in a really unsettling, in an absolutely nervous moment as well, always boils down to the last question with them. They don't like to do it easy. They give themselves a tough time, and as a result give all of us a wonderful, wonderful session of Mettle Meet. So I'll say this the third year in a row. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your winners for Mettle Meet 2025, as they were 2 years ago, as they were last year. On stage is the team from AIMS Bhubaneswar. And thus, to add to their kitty of the Champions Trophy from 2023 and 2024, they collect the Champions Trophy in 2025 as well. to go with the 1 lakh prize. Let's hear it for Team Ames Bhubaneswar.
So the celebration is not yet over. I would invite our first runner-up and second runner-up to join us here for a group photograph. And also a quick hat-trick. Congratulations. As one of your questions were finishers. They are the finishers. Till the last ball. Generally, all four of them had a poker face throughout the quiz. Sometimes there was a hint of expression, but with your last Commonwealth category, and everybody was like, ye to gaya. And then suddenly something clicked. How are you feeling, 3 times champion? And did you really think that you're going to win this time? Because we had some great contenders on the podium with you.
I think definitely the competition, the question, the quiz format was everything one notch higher than the last few editions. And I think we were taking it one round at a time. We were taking it one question at a time and trying to put our best pedal forward. And I think it all worked well. So that validates the strategy.
Yeah, we are going to give you an honorary member of Mettle Meet for the times to come now. All right, so for the seniors, let's do a complete, like you graduate, you throw off your hats. Let's not do that, but let's just raise our hand and let's have a cheer for Mettle Meet 2025. Hip, hip. All right, so we are going to take this and capture it very well. So let's have some more energy. One more time, let's cheer for your winning this year. Hip, hip. Congratulations once again, and we hope to see you in Mettle Meet 2026. All right, so before we close this year's edition of Mettle Meet 2025, it's time to thank our sponsors and also present a token of appreciation on behalf of Orissa Post and Dharitri to them. I will invite our CEO, Madam Adyasha Satpathy, to please come on stage to do the honors. I would thank and invite Mr. Satish Dekate from Indian Oil Corporation Limited. Sir, please. I would also thank and invite Mr. Bharata Biswal from Vedanta, Mr. Sanjay Kumar Sahu from Jindal Steel, we extend our gratitude to Culture Department, to MCL, to Emprio MG, to AMS ArcelorMittal Nippon Steel India from OCAC. Gratitude to MGM Minerals Limited, JSW, Nalco, Paradeep Phosphates Limited, Dion Group, IMFA, and also would like to invite Mr. Sunil Kumar Naik from SIP Academy Private Limited. Thank Newton Higher Secondary School of Science and SBI. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, with that, we All right, so with that, we officially close this edition of Mettle Meet 2025. Thank you to all our participants for joining us, making it so big. Thank you to all our sponsors and partners. And of course, thank you to all the live audience who were present here, and also for all of you who are watching us live through social media platforms. We hope to see all you in Mettle Meet 2026 in the very next edition. Till then, take very good care of yourself and let's keep quizzing. Thank you very much. Have a great evening, ladies and gentlemen. And now I would like to call baby Avya on stage. Can we get our photographers, please? देखो बड़ा अवार्ड